everybody, how you doing? It's me, Taylor. We're here. We're gonna play some more video games. Some Pillars of Eternity. I decided this morning. I said earlier this week that I wouldn't play this game in morning streams because I figured people watch me play it in the evenings. But at the same time, I wanted to play it. Just didn't feel like playing Dishonored 2 this morning, although I'm loving that game a lot. I may play that today as well. So later on, we'll see. Let's get started. Pillars of Eternity. Alright, can't remember where we are. This game is fantastic, by the way. Fantastic. I'm loving the games I'm playing right now on the Twitch.tv. How is my hair right now? Actually, you know what? It's not so bad. I'm just gonna leave the hat off. I only put the hat on when my hair is extra shit, but it's okay right now. I think.
Bring back the feisty one. There's a woman can do some damage squeezing her legs together.
Hey,
Jeez.
this isn't a parlor trick. Besides, she doesn't take orders well.
She has backbone, that woman. Does it scare you?
No, but I won't be responsible for what happens if you call her whore.
Oh boy. That's great. Not tired of the conversations between my companions. And there seem to be a lot of them. Grieving Mother. Is that a bar name? Alright, let's see. I guess we got options here.
All right, then.
I will favor just walking blindly into town. I think we talked to these people
Welcome.
already. Yeah. Let's move on. Hi, guard.
Greetings.
House Haran Guard. The guard sighs with relief as he looks at you. What are the odds stuck in this backwater only to meet the famed champion of Defiance Bay? I am a kick-ass bastard of Defiance Bay. Barath's wheel brings mercy today, indeed. I bring forgiveness. His demeanor grows serious. Perhaps you can help. I don't suppose you saw a young elven noblewoman on the road. Stuck in this wretched place with the rest of my unit until we find her. I guess, who is she? Lady Alis. She's the daughter of Lord Nestor Haran, and she's gone missing. Perhaps you could go speak with Lord Haran at the inn. He'll be grateful for the assistance, and it could be the villagers will open up to you more than they have to us. Okay. Sounds good to me, man. I'm starving. Shit, I should have ate before the stream. I may have to take a break, sandwich break at some point.
Nice and slow.
I don't steal from you nice folks. Of course, it would just be grain. The mill slowly grinds away at a trough of grain. That's what they do. That's what they do. How can I steal from something out in the open? I ask you. No, I have not seen that. This is the Dracogen Inn. Dracogen Inn. Jesus. Yep, lots of villagers.
I
Wow.
just want to find her.
Hollowborn is
Surely
deep here.
even you can understand that.
We're decent folk, my lord. Perhaps you should leave and check the wilds.
The man wears Ader-style robes, simple but clean. This is Lord Haran, by the way. Simple but elegant. His fine leather shoes look like they were made for padding around indoors, yet they caked with mud. He yanks a lock of hair twined around his silk-gloved fingers. His fine features are etched with anxiety.
My child is out there. Do they not understand?
Yeah, we got experience.
My lord, we're doing everything we can. Unfortunately, these villagers...
Beasts take them all. I don't care how you do it, but find her.
Why aren't the villagers talking about this? Obvious question. Your child is missing, I take it?
Yes, Lady Alice, my daughter.
I've asked around, but nobody in this mud hole has any concerns beyond their swine.
Oh, mud dwellers,
Turn my
could you
men
help
away
me
like
find
beggars
something?
And seem downright pleased to be of no use. But you're not one of my soldiers. And you look like you're used to getting your hands dirty, if you don't mind my saying so.
Kind of mind. His guard leads in. My lord, a merchant. That's me. He raises a hand to silence the man. If you find her, nibbles the thumb of one glove, tell her I won't be upset with her. She can come back and all will be well. I just want to make sure my Alis, my child, is safe. Nothing in the world is more important to me. Tell me about your daughter. Describe her. She's a striking young woman, bears more resemblance to her mother than to me. She has auburn hair and a delicate, well-bred features. She must be, 28 or 29 now. Okay. Tell me about her disappearance. We'd stopped in Deerford for a few days. On our fourth evening here, I was making plans to continue our journey. Lady Alis was feeling unwell and went to bed. When I retired a couple hours later, I found that she had vanished. None of my men had seen her go, and no one at the inn knew where she was. Since then, my people have been combing the village, but we've yet to find a clue, and the locals have been no help. Why did you come here? It's merely a stop along the way to Aina's Rest. However, she took ill shortly before our arrival, so it seemed prudent to allow her a few days to recover. Did she just run away? What's in Aina's Rest? He frowns, excuse me, as if about to protest, but he gives in with a sigh. Lady Alis has reached an age where it is prudent for her to marry, given this legacy business. Ah, very good. I can't let her fertile years slip by, nor do I want her womb to fester in the presence of so many Hollowborn. Yuck. Intellect 14. It seems there would be more potential suitors in New Haemor or New Yarma. You think I haven't considered that? Arranging a suitable match is difficult. The best prospects for my child lay in Aina's Rest. You say so. Where's the rest of your family? Surely they wouldn't want to miss your daughter's betrothal. Lady Harand is ill-suited for travel, I'm afraid, and unfortunately, Alis has very few other close relatives. My sister and her husband, Alis's aunt and uncle, of course, have been visiting Ader these past months, he wrote Snuggles. And as for siblings, she has none. My wife has only given birth to Hollowborn since Alis, that is. Going back to your daughter, what about her? Let's go back to my previous questions. I heard you arguing with the innkeeper.
A petty, small-minded man, just like the rest of them around here.
My nose is really stuffed right now, sorry.
I've been paying him an honest fee for board and bed, and yet he can't be bothered to stir himself to concern for my Alis.
This is why I'm hoping you can help. He tugs at a lock of hair again. I should never have trusted these people around my child. Tell me about yourself.
I'm Lord Nestor Harron of Defiance Bay.
I've been there.
My family has been prominent there since Imperial times. Our primary estate is on the outskirts of Brackenbury, but we have holdings in New Haemor as well. Those went to my sister and her husband.
Goodbye. Okay. Dengler.
Gods keep you.
Oh, holy shit. Don't see many travelers these days. Something I could do for you. I don't really want to order food and drinks. What was your exchange with the nobleman about? Folk around here is decent. They mind their own business. You want to stick your nose in it, go talk to him yourself. Jeez. Tell me about his daughter. Yeah, fuck. His lordship says she up and went missing the other day. He wipes a tankard with a ragged towel. I don't know much more than that. However, these lording bastards handle their affairs. Ain't no business of mine. Display my coin pouch. Perhaps you can make it your business. Put them coppers away. My pay come from an honest day's work. Yee, this guy's on the level. Enough for me. It should be enough for anyone. But you're just like that lord, rattling your purse like it's fit to buy the leave of gods and kith. Ooh, that pissed him off. What did you mean about Lord Harand buying the leave of gods and kith? Yeah, tell me. Look, I don't want no trouble from you or him or anybody else. I'm just waiting for him to retire of my ale and leave so things can get back to normal around here. A couple options here. Benevolent, I won't stand by and allow an innocent girl to come to harm. Help me find her. So much for your talk of decency. If you know something but say nothing, you're just as guilty. Fuck him. He leans on the bar and sighs. That girl, Alis, she was looking to disappear. You should have seen her, watching the door like a sheep at slaughter. All the same, she didn't hardly speak to no one. Only folk I seen her talk to is Trigo. He nods at the east window. Shops by the broken tower. Bit of a hothead. That one. My advice is to let the matter drop. Like I say, it don't profit to dig around in other people's business. Okay. Let's talk about something else. tell me about the town. Have you seen an Orland called Knifer? Twitchy lady, that one. Okay. The stairs, eh? Okay, very interesting. Who lives here? Not many anymore. Hard to keep people around when everyone's here is birthing Hollowborn. But we got a few who stick around and do business. Trigill's the leather courier. Hendina crafts potions, and Winfrith trades in general goods. Rumbald's a pig farmer, or was anyway. Tell me about Trigill. He's a courier. Great. What's Hendia's story? Lady's clever hand with potions and poultices. Got herself into trouble with nest of worms, or so I hear. Carts on the east end of town. Neat. Winfrith. Nice enough fellow, but never could find his way to end of a sentence. His shop's across the square. That's funny. That's an interesting phrase. I may have to use that someday in my future. Something happened to his pigs? Damn ogre carried them off. Now he squeals more than his herd ever did. It's a rotten luck. That does suck. Tell me about the village. Walk from one bridge to the next and you've seen it. We're quiet, hard-working folk. We keep to ourselves and don't take to being pushed around. There's a well-dressed man standing off to the side. Interesting. Used to be a castle here, built by some family of Aedirian Thanes back when the Empire first came. Only one tower still standing, and that's part of Trigill's shop now. Sid, that bard by the fire, could spin you a yarn if you're so inclined. Oh, great. About that ogre. You don't hardly see him in this close to town. Ogres and Kith don't mix well. Ugly bastards, but they're smart enough to know that much. You want to know more? Talk to Rumbald. It's farm southwest of here. God damn it, I'm going to get a whole new set of quests here. I'm going to have to do them all so I can have a good rep. Pain in the ass. You don't see many travelers? Of course not. Why would they come here? We got bandits on the road and an ogre in the forest. It's that yapping fool Rumbald will tell you. Worse yet, hasn't been a healthy child born here in over a year. I think we're all set health-wise. Yeah, only Aloth is any hurt. So.
Hey.
It's fine. So, you mentioned Sid.
All
Who the
right,
hell
then.
is Sid? Who's Pace? Hi, Pace. There's Sid. Hi, Sid.
Hail and well met.
First time at the Draco again. Normally I'd have a song ready, but I haven't quite worked out this tune yet. I'm writing some chants about the founding of this inn. Interested in the story? I haven't finished the chants, but I can tell you about it all the same. Sure, tell me. It was built in the time of Hadrid's rebellion, and Aedirian lady Thenu once had a keep here. One of the towers still stands, but the rest is said to be buried under the village. Anyway, she stuck to the side of the Empire, and a contingent of Duke Hadrid's Knights of the Crucible helped the farmers and colonists in the area turn her keep to rubble. This inn was the first building that sprang up from the ruin, built with some of the same bricks the colonists had pulled from the Lady Thenu's castle, they say. Supposedly, the quarterstaff of her chief wizard even got lost in the construction, mortared into a wall or nailed under a floorboard. Anyway, the inn was supposed to be a haven and a meeting place where the locals built their new town. Go on. Oh, God. Der Woodens are an ornery lot, and the more these new neighbors met, the more they argued. They realized they didn't agree on much besides ousting the old lord. The biggest divide was over the Glenfathans and the nearby ruins. Hadrid's Knights and their supporters wanted to keep the peace, but a group of misfits with more anarchic, that's a difficult word for me, leanings that had formed in town wanted to go after the tribes the same way they'd gone after their lord. Soon the villagers were fighting with each other as much as with the Aedirians. In the end, memories of the Broken Stone War and the War of Black Trees were fresh enough that the Duke's soldiers won the day. Most of the other villagers came around eventually, but some of the core troublemakers left to join the front lines of the War of Defiance. Jesus. And others. I've heard found their way into the Guided Compass, the most forward-looking of the Glenfathan tribes. I don't know if I believe that part myself, but it makes a good story. There's a portrait of one of the chief rabble-rousers and his rival in the peacekeeping faction. Someone's idea of a joke. I don't think they were particularly amused. Oh boy. Now I gotta hear about entire wars from this person? My god. Tell me about the Broken Stone War. That was the first major conflict between the original Aedirian settlers and the Glenfathans. Happened 3 years into colonization when some farmers knocked over Nigel Menhir. That was part of an Ingwithan ruin, of course. The war didn't last long, but it spread quickly and claimed thousands. In the early weeks, most of the colonists didn't even realize there was a war going on until the Glenfathan raiders hit their village. There had been small, spontaneous skirmishes between the colonists and the locals before then, but that was organized, and it was the start of decades of violence between the colonists and the Glenfathans. As you can see, Deerwood's full of history, even in little villages like this. Tell me about the War of Black Trees. Started back in the colonial days. I did read some of this before, but I would like to reset on it. Almost 30 years after the Broken Storm War, even though isolated conflicts still broke out between the settlers and the Glenfathans, both sides had officially agreed to peace. Edring Hadrit, Admeth's father, was Gref at the time. As part of peace negotiations, he'd signed treaties prohibiting Adirian soldiers from looting Within ruins. He'd been unable to ally the use of captured Glenfathans as slaves. Whoa, I see. Indeed, the taking of Glenfathan slaves had continued to be a source of conflict. It came to a head when Imperial agents aided by certain earls in the Deerwood began looting the ruins again. See, the Empire had never agreed to Hadrit's treaties on the Empire. Hey, Skullqueen, how you doing? And the recent secession of the Valian republics likely left the eager to weaken Hadrit's position. The looting sparked a brutal slave uprising and a guerrilla campaign among the Glenfathans. Edring Hadrit was too old to lead forces into battle, so he sent his son Admeth. Admeth made a costly but effective decision that ended the war faster than anyone could have imagined. Burned the forest near the Iron River to keep the Glenfathan war bands from retreating. Thousands of Glenfathans died, and as Admeth repeated his scorched earth tactics in the following months, he wore down the remainder of their forces. To this day, over 150 years later, there are still sections of the Deerwood where the trees are nothing but bare, charred trunks. That's right.
Hey.
Now I remember. Okay, let's go upstairs. You seem to indicate there was an Orlan lady. I think we have a quest related to that. I have to do this. Yep. Here we go. Murderer from Defiance Bay has killed dozens of children. Christ. Orlan woman, if I found her husband, convince her that it's safe to leave Deerford. It seemed odd to me that someone like Meredith was sent after Deerford. He doesn't exactly look official. Okay. I forgot about this mission entirely.
Hey.
Guess we'll find out. Glad we talked to the innkeeper before I just randomly walked in here.
All right, then.
Hi, lady. The Orlan hovers by the window, peering out of it every few seconds. As you enter the room, she watches you carefully, her hand hovering over her stiletto. She cranes her head to peer behind you. Anyone follow you? Who sent you? I was just looking around. I'm here to avenge the murdered children of Defiance Bay. Someone told me you were responsible for heinous killings in Defiance Bay. Let me guess, was that someone named Medrith? She draws her stiletto. It's a lie, plain and simple. I got on the wrong side of his employers, and now he's after me. But if you're here to do his dirty work, I won't make it easy on you. Relax. Just tell me your side of the story, murderer. What story? The Dominals came after me. I just happened to rob the wrong place. How was I supposed to know they'd already claimed it? She runs her hands under her hood and through her hair. It was an honest mistake. I'm just trying to survive now. If you spoke with Medrith, you know where he's waiting. Please, help me get out of here. Go east. Medrith's waiting for you just west of the river. All right, I'm trusting you. Don't have much choice. See if you can send him the other way. That should buy me some more time. She follows the hooded figures toward the stairs, giving you a final uncertain glance as she passes through the door. Okay. I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing we're doing, but we've done it. I always like helping pretty girls on the run from the law, you know? Can't help it. I'm just a sucker that way.
Let's see this stubborn bastard.
These are all stealing.
It's done.
There's no doubt about it. Oh, this is not stealing. How about that?
Let's see this stubborn bastard.
Let's see this stubborn
done.
bastard. Well, people need to set up a meeting with me. Am I right? Hey, what are you guys doing back here? Oh, these are so long, dude. I can't read all these. I read like one on the last stream. It's probably going to be my limit. Oh, I can? Oh, I can change it. How about that? Well, I don't want to. I like her portrait. Even though it doesn't really look all that much like her.
Need
It's more
something?
blue, has a different head thingy. Whatever. I'm playing that much. Whew.
Can you smell the oily notes of brain fat in the air?
I thought he was going to say, can you
Cured
smell what
leather
the rock
always
is
makes
cooking?
me so hungry.
I don't even know what a courier is. With a U. Wait, do I? No, it's C-O-U. Stay out of my private quarters. That goes for you and Heron's bootlickers. Okay. He's talking to me.
Gods keep you.
A sturdy, broad-shouldered man wipes his hands on his slacks. He reeks of the same foul compound wafting from the vats, and his arms are stained with dye. Looking to purchase some leather? Okay. What can you tell me about Alis? Only that her father's men have been banging down doors and stirring up trouble looking for her. Never met her myself. That's strange. Dinkler told me you two were acquainted. He doesn't miss much. What exactly did he tell you? He said she was looking for an escape. Her father's dragged her out here to get hitched to some backwoods noble. She wanted an escape, all right, and I was happy to give it to her. We snuck across the river a few nights ago for some private time. Ooh, come to find out, we weren't exactly alone. An ogre, taller than Winfred's tail, sprung out of the forest. We were so lost in the heat of the moment we didn't notice it until it was upon us. It grabbed Alis and disappeared in the night before I could even pull my britches up. Oh boy. I can see why you kept this to yourself. This guy was getting laid. Good job, pal. You abandoned her, coward. I can see why you kept this to yourself. I'm not proud of it, but that's what happened. Measures you with his gaze. She could still be alive. I'm in no shape to go after her, but that Heron looks like he'd have coppers to spare for anyone who found her. Others around here have seen the ogre east of town. Took most of Rumbald's pigs just the other day. If someone were to find her, there'd be a lot of grateful people in Deerford. Yeah, we're definitely going to fucking find that ogre. Something else you need? What's in the collapsed tower? It's collapsed. Nothing. A few hides of stretching racks and the tallow stench of dinglers always grumbling about. The rest of the keep's dust, just like the fool Lady Thanu who tried to hold it. Ew. There's a bard at the inn who will tell you the whole blazing story. It was a good story if you want to hear it. What do you have for sale? He has some exceptional gear. So says he. Alright, I'm going to sell these traps. Noxious burst trap. Malignant cloud. These all sound like they're gonna hurt me too, you know. Raw damage, that sucks. Fireball trap. Dart trap. I don't need that. I'm gonna keep some of these. Fireball trap sounds like fun. Sell the hatchet. Sell that. Sell the grain. Click, boom. I'm just gonna keep fine things. I don't think I have any exceptional, really. Give me all the money, dude. Give it all to me. Alright. Thanks. How very nice of them to give innkeepers and merchants infinite money. That was very kind of them. What is this? What's in here? It's a key. The key is stained by the dye when you found it. They didn't have to write that, but they did. What does this guy have to say? What are you? Effigy's eyes? Save and stop her. Okay, what am I doing here? Other than murdering these poor people. So, did this guy big lie to us? What is happening here? What the fuck? Okay, so I'd love to explore this place. Unfortunately, we got here via nefarious means. So I'm just going to leave for now. Maybe we can find a better way to access that area. But we know it's there, so that's good. Got some info. That's why we sneak.
All right, then.
Potions for sale. Young woman leans against a wagon, one arm on one side of her face covered in bandages with raw, rippled flesh showing underneath. A minty, tangy scent wafts from her dressing. She smiles painfully. Just ventured into town. I'm about to dry some of my stocks, but you're welcome to have a look-see. You look pretty fucking hurt. Did you get burned? By the flame. How bad does it look? Just say it. I know you'll tell me straight. It looks like it hurts. It's not bad. I'm surprised you go out in public like that. Who cares how it looks? What matters is that you're okay, right? Suppose you're right. Good thing I know my poultices. I've been keeping an eye on a drake's nest east of town at Direford Crossing. The beast stayed just long enough to lay a clutch and move on. Thank the Sky Mother it wasn't a full-grown dragon. She looked at her bandage arm and grimaces. Fresh eggs are more useful than the ones that get passed between merchants or left in nests for weeks or more. That clutch looked to be at its peak. Thought I'd see about getting an egg, but I didn't realize so many of them had already hatched, or that young worms were so territorial. What's so special about them? Well, they're fucking dragon eggs, for one. They're one of the strongest tonics known to Kith. If you leave out Carogolin, of course, not saying anyone should do that, but dragon eggs are known to make Kith bold, purposeful. Some even think they'll protect from Beowax. All I know is everyone's pinning their potions made from dragon eggs. Nice. Pining for potions made from dragon eggs. The damn roads can't reach none of my suppliers, so I'm stuck with whatever I can scrounge up in the wood. Deer cap, river reed, the like. I could get the egg. Keeps your gaze steady while you see hope kindling in her eyes and twitching at the corners of her mouth. I sure hope you're not leading me on. Don't think I can stand getting burned again. Haha. If you're really mean to go after it, I'd certainly pay you. Just remember, big as they are, the dragon eggs are fragile. There's a lot more I can do with a whole one.
Hail and well met.
I think that means don't get in any fights while you're carrying the dragon egg. Probably. I'm looking for a missing noblewoman. That lord's daughter, she was a new shade of green when I seen her the other morning. Chatting with Tyrgil she was, just outside of his shop. She's a big liar. She helped her look that way. What was wrong with her? I hate that. I don't eat that. No offense, but I hardly know you. I'm no one for gossip, and I certainly don't want to cause the poor girl any trouble. Lord Huron says she was ill. We're no road sickness, trust me. I know it when I see it. Interesting. Thanks for the info. Anything else? Okay, what's wrong with the roads? Brigands, looters, you name it. The gods may be hollowing out our babies. Ew, but that's kind of harsh. But it's grown folk that's rubbing out the rest of us. Nice. People are scrambling to Defiance Bay because they hear there's healthy births there. And all those refugees in abandoned homes attract desperate sorts like flies on dog shit. Show me your wares. Sure thing. I have no interest in her potions at all. Whatsoever.
Hey.
Ledger lies open. Let's purchase and sale amounts for various stuff.
Always something new.
Major endurance. Nice. Nah. I don't want to read that one. He's only interesting because he's in the middle of this house, but so far reading these souls hasn't given me too much. Other than cute stories, which are cute. That's it. Hey, Grieving Mother. Grieving Mother, she has a portrait. That's weird. This middle-aged peasant woman is dressed in brown leather cloth draped down to her knees. Her hands are working in separate stringy, colorless vegetables in a pile before her, stripping the heads off the long fibrous stems with a paring knife. She discards the stems one by one, placing the heads of the veggies into a small cradle-like basket in front of her. She doesn't greet you as you approach. You're not sure she even knows you're there. Excuse me? The woman doesn't respond. She keeps stripping the heads from the vegetables with a steady rhythm. She may be deaf. There's no indication she heard you. Study her. At first glance, she seems nothing more than a middle-aged woman, unremarkable, maybe less stern than most, who seems focused on the weaving in her lap than her surroundings. You suddenly notice she's not stripping the vegetables before her any longer. She's weaving, and the vegetable pots are now missing. She still pays you no mind, her brown locks torn and snagged from lack of washing. Like many of the townsfolk you've seen, there's a strange blur to her. Even the motions of her hands seem to be playing with threads that lack color and a shape that lacks interest. It may be that she is half-minded or deaf, but something feels wrong. As you watch, her knitting takes on an odd cadence, and you have a terrible suspicion that something lurks beneath what your eyes are showing you. Focus on her. Her brown hair is long, almost impossibly to the length of her hands. As you follow the streams of her locks downwards, the hairs become long and black, splitting off into threads of black and silver, wrapping around her hands. Oh, she's bayonetic. Cool. She's forming a soul cradle with threads, braiding a net in front of you, each finger long and sharp like a series of knitting needles, almost hypnotic. The silver and black strands of her hair weave together, with silver predominating as a highlight, the black shadowing it. Suddenly you are calm. You are on a plateau, almost the height of a tower, several stories high. The plateau is like a table lying beneath a clear sky, and beneath the plateau, surrounding it in all directions, a forest, hazy with mist, although whether it is actual mist, or distance, or a recollection. Resting in the curve of a natural arch above you is a great copper bell, half again the size of a man, hanging in attention, as if looking down on you in the event unfolding before you. This means we're all in the soul rating state right now. The plateau has soaked in the sun, and the rock beneath you is rough and warm. The sky forms a cradle around you. You feel different, not disembodied, but you feel your body. Your physical contours have changed along with the surroundings. And you hear a soft series of chimes, the wind chimes. At the sound, the scene gains color and texture, as if the sound is beckoning you gently forth, filling your senses and thoughts. The mist roiling softly into a sealed chamber, and let's focus on the chimes. The chime coaxes you deeper into the memory. You're certain it is a memory, a warm one. You are on the stone of the plateau, your knees on the warm texture of the ground, silver, white, shimmering like Audra. The plateau is formed of it, glistening in the sun. You can feel the heat on your skin, your wrists, and your hands. Your hands are in motion. Weaving, not thread, but gathering, tenderly moving along the first movements of Barath's wheel. Your hands are wet. Your hands are upon the flesh of a newborn child, and you can feel the crowning of a tiny head turning in your grip. Its head slick, wet from the womb. This goes on. The hands you are wearing, inhabiting, have done this many times, and they are practiced and confident. You can feel distant pains in your own head as the head emerges. A stream of fluid from the womb helping the newborn slide forth, and a woman's labor breathing, crying out. This is getting pretty educational for our younger viewers out there. Hey kids, focus on the child, the movement of your hands. As your hands move, you hear the sound of chimes, clear, cutting through the haze of memory. You cannot see where they are coming from, but they are close, and they are meant as a comfort. Of that you are certain. Draw the child forth. Coaxed by your hands, every movement causing the chimes to sound again. Most eagerly, the child comes forth, and as it does... Hold on, I'm really thirsty. Super thirsty. As it does, your hands are in motion, weaving, moving along the length of a soft, wet rope. No, an umbilical cord from the legs of the naked woman before you. You are holding a small child, still wet from the womb before you. The child cries out, its cry full of life, full of sound, the ringing of chimes echoing in its thoughts, filling it with welcome. The soul is blurred at the edges, as if you are viewing a soul from within a soul. But it is there, it is alive. The woman before you is weeping, and at her first cry, her hands reach out for it. Surrender the child. You surrender the child to her, something you have done many times before, and as your hands move, the chimes echo the movement. You realize the chimes are hanging from cords on your wrists, and where once they echoed in their memory, they are now echoing in the child's mind as well. What is fucking happening? The chimes are intended to welcome the child, to be the first gentle greeting into the world, a soothing sound guided by the tender motions of your wrists. You are helping to weave its thoughts, its perceptions, and the experience. The experience. The woman laughs with a ragged joy. Laughing from a parched throat, her emotions seem soothed, but the physical demands of labor have left her exhausted. But the child is here, the child is safe, and all atop the plateau is peaceful, calm, distant, flattening out as the memory persists. Pull back, retreat. With effort, the scene bleeds of color and your mind becomes your own again. There is no pole, no anchor, yet the sound of the chimes remains. As they existed in the memory, they sound here as well. They are hanging from woven braids on the wrists of the woman before you. Even as your head is spinning from the touch of her mind, the sound of the chimes on her wrists is sharp and clear, as if coaxing you back to the real world. The woman still sits before you, but she is nothing like what you first saw. She is wearing black, shredded garments that drape over her form like streamers. Her hair is streaks of black and run through with silver. Her age is almost impossible to tell. She simply feels old, like a crumbled watchtower. As she lifts her head to face you, you see that her hair is draped across the front of her face like a veil. What you first saw of her was a mental glamour of some sort, unconscious, and you realize that what you see is not what the world sees. You are perhaps the first to see her true self. Still, you don't sense a threat in the realization. If anything, you feel a sense of relief from the figure. You can hear her thoughts, and she is glad to be at last seen. Wow, holy shit. Get away from me, whatever you are. Who are
I
you?
am seen, but the eyes of others do not remember. You were the first to see me as I am, the call stripped aside.
There is a light touch on your mind, a caress, and her left hand mirrors the motion of the touch, reaching up to the air between you. You hear the chime on her wrist sound softly. Her hand moves as if pantomiming, resting on your cheek at a distance. She speaks softly and slowly.
Your memories. Cadence of wheels on a caravan track. Fever.
Cool.
Questions by running
She's
water.
bonkers like Durance.
Violence in a night's campfire. Arrows in the dark. And fleeing. Falling rock and cracking stone. And a storm. The storm. The storm that brushed you. Did its screaming wake you from your mind's cradle? Your memory of it is painful. Its cry is difficult to ignore. It's like a child. Many children crying out.
Is your name Grieving Mother? I encountered a bivouac. Yes, it did something to me. Her hand withdraws shyly, the chimes sounding softly once again. The woman stands uncertainly, as if she has been sitting for some time, or is too weak to bear her own weight. You notice her cheekbones are tight, her face gaunt. Yet while her stance is weak, she seems determined to stand before you.
You are able to see me.
It is almost a question. You suddenly realize she doesn't seem to know what you saw when you look at her, the image on the plateau. Yet the image was so clear, so sharp. You're surprised she didn't feel you there.
To see me is a rare gift. A watcher's gift.
I've never been able to do that with a living person. Let's see. Yeah, let's do number one. I've never been able to do that with a living person.
So many questions, thoughts, whirling like storm winds. That storm still roars through
She's
you.
definitely a party member. She
Deep
has a
in
crossbow on her
your
back.
thoughts,
I mean, come
yet
on.
Muted and secret, like an underground river. I cannot tell if it is carving new channels or eroding what keeps your true strength buried. The fact that you could hear it bawl, survive it, is something few have ever done. Your power will grow stronger with each soul you touch, as it allowed you to reach out to mine.
Interesting. There is silence, and although it seems to last for but a heartbeat in your thoughts, it stretches out between the two of you, like a pull between your minds. You blink, take a breath, and then you realize she wants to ask you a question. Yet can't form the words, as if assembling them is painful, or there simply are not enough pieces. Assemble a thought. Do you wish to travel with me? Fuck yeah. Alright, sick. You feel a wave of fear, gusted with the strength of relief, although oddly her expression does not change. Then fear dissipates, and you feel strength and certainty, as if the plateau from her memory lies beneath you, and a calm sky looks down upon you. Alright, she's in.
May Wal watch your step.
She is a cipher. Velasque said that they're pretty much badasses, so we'll give that a try. Cool. Well, she's goth, so I love her. What can I say? Hold on. So... what are your current stats? 17, so we like the int, like the dex. Fighting spirit. Let's see. All folk have an abdominal spirit that rises to challenge when things look grim. Okay, that's pretty cool. Second wind, great. Soul whip. 20% melee damage, 20% ranged. Causes Cypher's weapons to generate a field of parasitic energy that lashes out of the target, increasing damage inflicted and generating focus for the Cypher. Nice. Whisper of Treason. Parts of Bedeviling Secret. That's kind of fun. I would like to try that. Thank you, Simplicity Fails, for the follow. And welcome. Hold on, that reminds me. Don't have Discord open. So people don't know. They don't know I'm streaming. Oops. There we go. Nice view of my desktop for you. Let's level her up now. So she likes the old int. So Laura's fun. Antipathetic field? Oh my god, I need that in my whole life. Creates a toxic physical manifestation of the mutual antipathy between the Cypher and the enemy target. Enemies caught in the path between the two will suffer corrosive damage. That's pretty awesome. I like that already. Eye Strike. Shocks an enemy's visual... hold on. Okay, it's a spell, basically. Eye Strike. Shocks an enemy's visual receptors, dazing and blinding them as well as blinding nearby targets. Cool. These are all pretty good. Briefly transforms the outer shell of an allied target's soul into energy, releasing the electrical burst around them. Character standing in the area around the target takes shock damage. That's everyone, it seems. Yeah. assails the target's grasp in reality, frightening and confusing them. So it's either one of these. I like blindness, but I'm going to go with this one, because damage, though. The Cypher Soul Whip bites deeper, granting a bonus to damage. Cool. Invokes a retaliatory strike, stunning an enemy whenever they target the Cypher's will defense. Draining Whip. Focus gain. It's greater focus. Bunch of things I can give to anybody. Go Biting Whip for now. See what I can get in later levels. Not sure where to go next. Would be good to have someone really stealthy. Ooh, Amplified Thrust. Nice. Oh, I get 2. Great. Bounces psychic energy harmlessly off the target onto the closest nearby enemy. Okay. Causing pierce damage. What does that mean? Bounces psychic energy harmlessly off the target onto the closest nearby enemy. I don't know what that means. Ciphers can directly target allies and enemies with powerful self-focused effects. These powers cost focus. Wait, hold on. Overwhelms the target's mental ability to communicate with its own body, paralyzing it, causing its soul to emit a shockwave that can leave nearby enemies stuck. Cool. Paralysis for 10 seconds, stuck for 8 seconds. That's not bad. Psycho Vampiric Shield. I love these move names. Cypher uses the target's strength of mind against it, stealing a portion of its resolve in order to better deflect incoming attacks. Invades the minds of targets in the area of effect, causing them to believe they are surrounded by phantom foes, leaving them flanked for the duration. That's kind of interesting. Mind Blades. Co-ops the target's essence, generating a slashing blade of force that attacks them before leaping to up to 5 additional targets. Awesome. Lots of slash damage. Jump targets up to 5. That's great. I'm doing Mind Blades. Hell yeah. Those two. Oh boy, now I get another one. I don't really get that at all. Ice Strike is interesting. Let's go with Ice Strike. Even though it's just a level 1. It's kind of interesting. And I don't really know what Focus is, but I'm going to go with it. Lore helps my midwifery? Why and how? Pain Link. Mentally links nearby enemies to the target, forcing them to experience a portion of all damage the target suffers. That would be good, because I put that shit on Eater, and he'd be pretty fucking badass. So I may have to do that. Yeah, Eater and Wolfie. Violates an enemy's memories to bring vivid recollections of past failures to the surface, leaving them hobbled. Oh god. Ectopsychic's Echo generates a rebounding wave of psychic feedback between the Cypher and an ally that causes crush damage to enemies caught in between. Huh. I don't hate it. Let's give crush damage. Puppet Master destroys the target's psychic defenses, leaving them dominated by the Cypher for the duration. Oh, 21 seconds. I do like these soul, or these mind-taking abilities. I don't know if it works on like creatures, but I'm pretty sure it does. Secret Horrors causes enemies in the area effect to believe their worst fears have been realized. Soul Ignition focuses enemy's soul to leak energy, igniting the air around them and burning them over time. Cool. So these are all fucking awesome. I like Pain Link. Definitely getting that one. Not that one. That one's pretty interesting, although it's going to require some positioning on my part. It's going to be a pain in the ass. I'll go with Puppet Master. Okay, I only get 1 power this time around, sadly. Amplified thrust. It's still funny. Weird. 30% of all damage reapplied over 16 seconds. It's really cool. Whoa, that's a lot. Okay, let's go with that. Let's see. %20 of hits converted to crits against targets with low endurance. Hey, Velasque. We got Creepy Mom. Now we'll see where Cypher is the best class. Dude, all these, just so many good classes. It's kind of hard to lose. There haven't been many losers so far. Like, Paladin so far has been the most useless. Chanter wasn't that good, but it was okay. But how you doing today, pal? Hope you're having a good one. Let's see. Yeah, we just got her, so I'm just leveling her up now. Let's see. Sign of Flame. Wish I had something that was like mental badass. Corrode damage. I do have some shit for that. Better corrode damage. That's such a big boost. 20% is huge. I have her Soul Whip set to corrode, so I feel like that would boost that. But I don't want to leave any of these on the table if they'd be good for me. You know? Yeah, let's do that one. I forgot about that. That's just like all ranged, so fuck it. We'll go with that as well. Next level. I'm having her be stealthy just for no fucking reason other than I'm an idiot. I love the lore. Stealth is fine. Let's go with no, lore. Doing it. Okay, level 4 spell. Sick. Body attunement. The Cypher probes the mind and soul of the enemy target, finding the strength of its defenses and stealing them for his or her own. Okay, fun times. Mind Lance. Impales the target with a lance of pure force, inflicting major pierce damage to anyone in line of attack with a high chance of causing interrupt. I never have I always avoid those. That's going to hurt my team because I'm just going to waste it. There's only a few spells with Aloth that I do, but only because their area of effect versus like a path. Anything with a path, no thanks. Pain block. Provides an ally with a mental block on his or her pain, granting a bonus to their damage reduction and regenerating endurance over time. 27 seconds is a lot. Yeah, I wouldn't mind having this lady just buff Eater all the time. That would be just fine for me. Silent Scream produces Psychic Howl in the targeted area, stunning the target as well as dealing raw damage to all enemies within. Nice. Stands a high chance of causing an interrupt. Oh, that's not so bad. I'm going to go with Silent Scream. That's an easy yes. Latches onto some characteristic of the target's psyche and drains it, granting the same amount as a bonus to the Cypher. Affects a random attribute. It's kind of weird. Going between, an ally superficially takes on the form of a spirit. Their movement is increased and many incoming crits and hits and raises are converted to a less severe result. Huh. 40 seconds. So again, I can buff Eater if I wanted to in fights. Maybe another level 3 spell though. Frightened, sickened, accuracy goes down. That is interesting to me. Nice beam. See, this is a beam that I like. It's good crush damage. I love the name of this one. I just really like it. Let's see. I guess I could go anyway here. Yeah, let's do an ally buff. Just to have it. Sure. Just the one power this time. Any other AoE? Yeah, there's one. Phantom Foes, interesting. You know what, if I get a chance to use this, it might be fucking good. Because look at that. That's pretty good. Let's do the corrode damage one. Since you're going to give me the opportunity, we'll do it. Hey, Macaroni, how are you? What's good? It's all good. It's all good. My vacation, unfortunately, is drawing ever closer to ending. It's like feels like it's been seconds. My vacation started. So unfortunately, the morning streams are about over. We're going to go back to me working my shitty full-time job. And only streaming at night. You want to make the Taylor's good joke? A lot of people do that. It's fine. I love that joke. Because it's me who is good. I'm the one. Hi, Winfrith.
Hail, traveler.
Hail. Haven't seen you before. Always glad to see a new face in town. Company's good for business and chatter's good for the soul. That's what I always say. What can I do for you? Looking for the elf lady. That lord's got you asking around too, eh? At least you can ask politely enough. At least you ask politely enough. Bad enough having a small army move into town, but then they start throwing their weight around and telling you your business. That's the problem with these lords. They think their money and their family name entitle them to some kind of special treatment. They expect everyone to fawn over them the way their servants do. No, sir, that's not the kind of people we are. Not in the Deerwood. We broke away from the Eater to get away from that kind of nonsense. If they think, focus, I'm looking for the girl. What does it have to do with anything? I certainly understand why you feel that way, but at the moment, I'm just looking for his daughter. Of course, I was just getting to her. I haven't seen her, not since she went missing anyway. She mostly kept to herself, but you know how women are. Always carrying on, full of palaver, once any two of you get together. Hey, what a dick. Perfectly harmless, mind you. I'm not criticizing. Just feels like you never run out of things to say. That girl seemed rather quiet, downright shy if you do say so. But even Hendina got her talking. Just goes to show you. Get this fucking cat out of here. An alchemist. I know about her. Runs a small stand. Talented lady. Alright, I gotta go talk to Rumbald about his shitty pigs that I don't care about. What do you got for sale? Oh, you have a weapon called Tall Grass. I like that. Unique pike. Wow, you got some really good shit. Mosquito. Seems like a big cat. Well, when I hold her up against the camera, she seems like a lot bigger. But she's not that big. Very average kitty. I'm sorry, you're special kitty. I didn't mean to say you're average. I apologize. Well, the only reason I'm in here is because I need to find something for her. Doesn't look like he has much for me. NGO's Gambasan. Unique light armor. Okay, cool. Grants deleterious alacrity of motion. 1 per rest. Attack speed. Okay, whatever. You know, it's not that expensive, and I bet it looks nice. So I think I'll buy it. Yeah, I'll sell some fine shit I don't need. That's true. That's a good point. My average critty trumps your excellent hedgehog every day of the week. I forgot I have his stupid robes. Wow, I almost made up the difference. Why do I have so many hoods, man? Who did I kill? Wait, how much was that worth? Oh, okay, not that much. Brotherhood, right. I certainly did. Kill the shit out of those, oh God, I hate this. You can't hold it down. You can't type in a number. You have to sit here and click. Click, 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 click. I have a lot of this flesh. Don't really need it. Now we're making money. Awesome. Let's take that armor. Now, I wish I had a ranged weapon for her, but oops. That's an awesome looking weapon. Unique greatsword. The Hours of Saint Rumbald. Whoa, that's long lore. I'm not going to bother reading it until I buy it. If I buy it. So you can put on that. Ooh, very shiny. Okay, now you look awesome. I like how your primary colors are black and darker black. Of course you'll be ranged because you're all ranged. Because that's how it goes. Yeah, I have no means of giving you a better weapon currently, but hopefully your magic will make up for that. Whoa, 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 hold on, hold on, hold on. Let's stop everything. What is this? Focus. Okay. So she does have this unique, I guess, mana type thing. Our archers are as good as in Baldur's. So I don't remember Baldur's, but here's how my party goes. Melee, melee.
I'm here.
Ranged. These guys are all ranged, so it behooves you to have ranged guys. She has a gun. He has a crossbow. She has a bow. He has a wand, so he's magic. And he has a crossbow.
Must flow deeply,
she has a crossbow, rather. So,
hey.
In short, archers are pretty good. They're pretty good. They'll do just fine. You have to have them. You could go in there and have everyone tank. I'm not sure how that would go for me, but probably not well. Having my big health boys out front has served me well.
Hey.
Okay, where is... Okay, this is Winfrith. We need to talk to... Pig farmer guy. Where is he? There's Rumbald. Have you seen my cosmic pig? Man paces angrily in front of a wrecked animal pen, his sun-weathered face twisted with ire. He's so wrapped up in his fury that he doesn't seem to notice you. Galawain's slobbering beast, blazing bloody effigy, thrice-stamped salty wench and her soggy... Whoa, buddy! You should mind your language. That's probably not the best way to pray to the gods. Fat lot of good they've done me so far. Just look at all this mess. My pen ruined and all but a few measly runs gone. What are you talking about? An ogre moved into the area not long ago. Folk had been seeing glimpses and tracks out in the woods, but it seemed to be staying away from town, or so we thought, until it made off with my pigs. Now everyone's afraid it's going to develop a taste for kith, if it hasn't already. Did you see the ogre take your pigs? What else would have destroyed my pen and made off with my herd? And at the same time, the rest of the village is seeing a 10-foot monster in the forest. I know it's too late to get my pigs back, but it'd set my mind at ease to see that thing's head shorn from its neck. In fact, you bring its ugly pate to me, and I'll trade you for something that's of less use to a farmer like me than to a rowdy-looking sort like yourself. People are always saying that to me. What do you know about the ogre? It's the same as any other, I'm sure. Okay, great. Enough about the ogre already. Have you seen the lady? How many times do I have to repeat myself? I already told those snoopy guards I haven't seen her, but that hasn't kept them from nosing around my property. Bye. Alright.
Hey.
I don't think I can go into his house. Nope. No, I cannot. I was in the mill already. Now there's a big secret murder dungeon or sex dungeon or something down there. Let's save. I almost quick loaded and lost all the progress we just got with these conversations. I guess it's time we left and check out her business. It's not telling me how many of these spells I actually have to use right now.
Hey.
She said the more people I touch, the more power I gain. But I feel like that can't be true. But I could also be full of shit. So there you go. I want to go there. It won't currently let me, though. From here. I must have to leave east. Is that where the troll lives? What was what? Oh, so I'm a watcher. I can peer into people's souls. Anyone with this yellow highlight around their name, I can look into their soul and read their backstory. And they're all very interesting stories, but at the same time, they don't really affect the story, main story, or anything else. They're just kind of fun to read. So I kind of skip them just for the sake of moving on with shit. However, there are some storyline reasons to do it. Ooh. Plus, wow. That came out of nowhere. Now I have a headache. Ouch. Bless me. Oh. Gesundheit, thank you. Alright, this should do it. Okay, it's probably at the crossing, so we'll go there. Let's go kill ourselves an ogre. May regret not resting Aloth, but it's fine. It's fine. Campsites are cheap. Alright, this place is pretty big. Somebody mow this grass. What? We're fighting everything. Beetles and sporelings? Gross. Skeletons. Oh, that's right. I have to wait to summon skeletons. So what can you do? So, requires 10 focus. I don't really understand focus. Requires 40 focus. Is that something that just regenerates over turns? Must be.
This thing isn't. Got an arrow for this one.
That's not very helpful.
Smash.
Of course.
Of course. Easy victory.
Laying low.
Hey. You're not getting through me.
Let's try one of her spells, I guess. I think she gains focus when attacking. Yeah, some of the spells did seem specific to regaining her focus. So, let's do the thing. Target becomes the object of a concussive blast of psychics. Okay. Let's try that because it looks like fun. Let's try something smaller than that. Mind Blades, yes. Okay. Grazes. Well, whatever. Okay, so it cost her focus. Now the thing is dead, and she has 23 focus. And she's back up to focus. Okay. So it seems like 35 is her base. I think you're right. She did have like 48 in the middle of that first fight. So she's gaining it somehow. It's either time or attacks. And I'm going to say it's probably, you're right, it's attacks. Hey, dear. Okie dokie. Sorry, is this your main road? State of it. What's going on here? More beetles and some Zarups. Yeah, she immediately gets 46. Puppet Master. Let's do that. On this priest. Yep, now he's ours. How about that? He's fighting for us. Go, team!
Hey. That's not very
Yeah, he's on our side now. Cool. How much did that cost us? That required 30 focus. She's getting more focus. Now he just stands there and gets killed by us. Oh no.
My mind feels sharp as steel.
Poor guy. Yep, and it looks like she had 45 at the end of that fight and went back down to 35. Okay, this will work just fine. I'm not going to be able to track how that's, like, being regenerated and make any use of it, but fuck it. It'll be fine.
Of course.
What is happening here? You stand within the looks to be a ruined shrine. The moss-covered remnant of an ancient statue lies before you. Examine it. Only the broken legs and feet of the sculpture remain. Long grooves alongside it suggest that it could be moved. Near the base of the statue, discover a skull carved into the stone. Push the statue. Pedestal appears to be several hundred pounds of solid stone. You consider who would be best to push it. Ask Grieving Mother to push it. I guess I'll ask Eater to push it. Arms shaking and feet scrabbling for leverage. It doesn't budge. Okay. Examine the skull. It's carved in stone in intricate relief at its mouth agape. Peering closely, you notice a rusty keyhole between its jaws. Pick that lock. Some attempts you realize the rusted lock is beyond the skill of both you and your companions.
Nice and slow.
I mean, we're doing this shit, right? Can't believe the ogre lives here, does he?
Leave it to me.
Widowmaker Spiderling?
Leave it to me.
Yeah, she's getting big focus. She can do whatever she wants.
Not too long, but I'm slowly dying of poison. I'm starting to miss my neighbors.
Starting to miss your neighbors? Interesting. She did 15 raw damage with that attack, and it cost like nothing. Ciphers are badasses. Damn it, Flask. You're always right. It's annoying. Stop being right all the time. I gotta find this ogre, and I believe there's a dragon nest somewhere. Oh. Hold on. This place is opening up quite a bit. Hi, dragons. Oh, they're worms. Nope, let's go in here. Let's go, team. Star, what do you have equipped currently? Okay, good.
Huh?
Oh man, she's almost down. Good times. Her range is pretty limited, though. Yeah, she's in bad shape. Pretty limited range. I gotta get her a better weapon, so she can be more used to us.
Of course.
They weren't really much. Easy victory. Okay, stop everything.
Hey, leave it to me.
Alright, we got a lot going on here. Those things are badasses. Okay, we got 3 of these guys. Jesus Christ. Okay, I need you to dominate some mines here. Get in there and do some stuff. Thanks, awfully. Okay, so he's immune to that shit. And now she's just hurt. So I fucked up bad. Time for this action. What's wrong with you? You have hobbled, stuck, and you're infested with maggots currently. Not great. Not what I would call the ideal situation. Sure. We'll take the confusion. We're getting wrecked right this second. More of this, please. Oh, it is on our side. Oh, great. Yeah, get the hell out of there, please. Okay, just kill you. goodness. Should I get the skeletons in here? They are my boys. Okay, it's not as tough as I thought. Alright, just attack. You're doing fine, gang. Okay, you need to leave them. Get out of here.
Yes.
We're all like poisoned or something. Yeah, the maggots are killing our ass.
Hmm?
Oh no! She went down. That's too bad.
Duck.
Did my best to help. We're getting fucking owned right now by the remnants.
Hey. Hey.
There we go. He's dead.
Dead on.
Yeah.
Just like an adherent to go down fast.
Parathis!
For Aethys. Well, we won that fight.
Go for some shut-eye about now.
I like Eater. He wants a nap. I think you deserve a nap, buddy. We got some nice boots. Boots of the Long March. Nice endurance, athletics. Nice. I'll just give it to you so you have something. There you go. Nice boots for you.
Hey.
And I agree, everyone. I think we should take a nap.
Yes?
Considering the health of some of our companions here.
Hey.
But no, we'll march on, because we're badasses. Actually, no, I'll take that nap, because I know there's going to be something in here that's going to kill me. So, I might as well. Right. Yeah, it's all good. Grieving Mother. You feel a presence hovering nearby. When you turn, you see the Grieving Mother observing you. Concern crinkles the corners of her eyes and seeps into your mind. You wear a call of your own, Watcher. I see you shrouded by old lives and unanswered questions. Can you see any details of my past lives? She closes her eyes and you feel her energy directed inwards at you. She searches your mind, your memories. Parts of you feel numb and still. She is as gentle as a mother with a newborn. I love that her name is Grieving Mother. Finally, she retreats. I am sorry. Whatever secrets your soul hides are not present in your mind. Stay out of my mind. Yes, I felt them more and more of late. This is why we journey together, that one may draw strength from many, and that much may be mended by the purpose of one. As she peers at you, her brow seems creased with a new kind of anxiety. Your obscure past, does it trouble you? I like being honest about my feelings, you guys. Yes, I don't know what's in there, and it troubles me. Take care, Watcher. Do not let the unknown chapters of your soul thwart your present endeavors. You must fortify your mind and find clarity in your purpose. She retreats from you, fading into the background. If you did not already know she was there, you suspect you wouldn't notice her at all. Oh look, when you select her, her wrist bells chime. Hey. That's pretty cool. I like that quite a bit. Oh, I found some people. Sevis, a man turns to face you, wiping blood from his estoc. His knit brows betray a moment of confusion. But as he watches you, a slow, confident smile creeps over his face. The Iron Brand does not meet many travelers this far from the road. What would they be doing out here? Ralph, an elven man, cocks his head at the other. Probably after that dragon edge, same as us, boss, it's true. Norgar, a dwarf curses and spits into his grass. A rhetorical question, you dimwit. He He tightens his grip on the sword. Everyone knows the roads between the villages are crawling with brigands. They're obviously bandits, same as us. It's a good thing there's a giant egg nearby. Nothing stirs up my appetite like looting corpses. Okay. Why would you want a dragon egg? He laughs. To sell it, of course. If I wanted to eat it, I would have grabbed some pigs from that farm in Deerford. I am not paying him the egg's value. I'm not fucking doing that. Yeah, resolve. That doesn't sound good for us. He begins to back away. For once, Ralph, I think you've got the right idea. Yeah. Okay, so they just pushed out? Just big pussies? Okay, Sevis. Where are you cowards going? He watches as Ralph and Orker flee with mounting dismay. He looks back at you. First things first. Okay, so... two of them just bounced. That's amazing. I love it. Yeah, I'm taking you out first. Not even a choice.
Hey.
Okay. Just go ahead and knock her down. Wolfie, why don't you go ahead and knock him down? Good job. Oh, she exploded. Good time.
Leave it to me.
And that was an easy victory. Good game. I think it was some good shit. I do want to explore the world of exceptional stock. Not so bad.
Hey.
Explore the lucrative world of crafting at some point. Oh, I found the egg. Great. And I have grappling hook. Suck it. The cliff face is blackened and melted like candle wax. There's a small outcropping overhead with what appears to be a crude nest. Looks like a challenging climb. Get that grappling hook up there. Toss the grappling hook over the ledge, holding the attached rope with one hand. The hook lands a satisfying clang and you secure the line. Climb that shit. You take another look at the cliff. There may be only space for one person at the top. Oh boy. Sagani, have at it. She climbs it with ease. Nest is surrounded by glowing embers. Twigs and bones litter the area. An egg the size of a small keg is nestled among the detritus. I struggled with that word. It looks heavy and awkward to carry. Secure the egg with rope and lower it. We lost another rope and grappling hook, but that's cool. We had two. Continue. She lowers the egg with a slow, steady motions. Once the prize has reached the bottom and settled into the dirt, Sagani safely climbs down the cliff. Nice. Okay.
Hey.
Let's bring her the Dragon Edge. Hopefully we get something good out of it. I don't think there's much left to explore. Let's check this little corner here. Some more worms.
Okay.
Alright, why don't you do more cool things?
Hey.
My mind feels sharp.
She crits the worm for 18 slash. Good job.
You're not getting through me. Hey.
Leave it to me.
Dead on.
Perfect conditions.
Hey.
Excellent for us. We got a ripple sponge. Lovely. Okay. I don't think there's anything else we can actually look at here. I think we can cross there. Yeah, let's go. I'm stunned the ogre's not here. He's got to be here somewhere. He's probably over here. And we'll just have to fuck him up. Killing that guy's livestock. There's a shitload of deer here for him.
Keeping quiet.
Okay, cool, cool. Let's give this a try because it sounds awesome.
Aye?
He did get additional effects though. His soul is ignited for 6 seconds. Alright.
Aye? I shall.
Fuck, that's not what I wanted to do. Damn it.
Dead on.
Ah, like bird and rock!
Knock him down, please. Or that. I love when they explode.
Hey,
By far my favorite thing. Wolf pelts. Wolf pelts.
of course.
Keeping quiet.
There's a secret thingy here. I see you. No ogres? Completely disappointed. Well, actually, I didn't go down there, so yeah. We do have to check this spot out first. Examine it. Use the hammer and chisel. You chip away at the base of the statue. By the time your arms are numb from the ringing hammer blows, you've scratched out a hole just wide enough to fit 3 fingers. Air whistles through the gap, but whatever's on the other side, you won't be able to dig your way through it. Push it. Here. Still doesn't budge. Push it. I'll push it. Examine the skull. Pick the lock. Damn.
Hey.
So I can't get in, huh? Oh, shit.
Laying low.
Stun has nothing to do with these columns or anything. But it seems not. Perhaps someone in town can show me the way.
Aye?
Just real quick, I'm going to check in with these guys. How may I be about your parents? Yes. Why was your mother gone so often? She was invited to join a Heimneg with a landed thane, and I was very young. His estate was a 5-day ride from her home in the Sithwood, so that was part of it. The real issue, however, was my father. Despite his initial agreement with the arrangement, father was never happy with it. He would hound and harangue my mother when she was home. He wanted to know whether she was intimate with the thane. No matter how many times she swore she wasn't, it was never enough. As you can imagine, that led to her coming home much less often, even though she still supported us financially. Sound like your father was a dick? Your dad was a dick. He had a problem with my mother's Heimneg, even though they agreed upon it long ago. That the financial benefits would be considerable, that it was little difference from his role as the Earl's steward. It ate at him, and he drank and raged. When she was home, he raged at her, and when she wasn't, he raged at me. More than anything, he wanted me to become an arcane knight in the service of the Earl. I think he felt this would validate his chosen career and master. He was a firm man, as you saw, but in the end I became a successful wizard, due in no small part to his strictness. Nonsense, you accomplished that on your own, and you would have been fine without him punishing you. Are you certain? I didn't know what I wanted for my life then. I surely wouldn't have been so focused with a little direction. What's a Heimneg? A ceremonial marriage between folk and elf, because the Ader mainland has historically been split between the two races. We have many institutions that are designed to normalize relations. Our monarchy is headed by folk, but an elven consort rules alongside the reigning Forkoning or Merkin. Okay. This is the most prominent example of Heimdall. Okay, I don't care that much. Alright. Yeah, let's talk about Isselmere. No, thanks to that answer from my spleen, black bile, come on. Bella Sage's methods were flawed, but you still learned something, didn't you? Only because you and I have a lick of good sense between us, but the average person, show them a shiny gadget in the hands of an expert and they'll believe anything. Let's see. I think you'd be more pleasant without your spleen. Hilarious. But it's hard to say whether those outweigh the dangers. People are too easy. Perhaps animancy has its uses, yeah. It's too decentralized. There's no one to keep the practice in check. No uniform principles or guidelines. Putting that power in the hands of a single authority is no better. Yeah, fuck authority. Raise an eyebrow. It's not a perfect solution, but it's better than the chaos we have now. Why did you want to take her notes? Like I said, I didn't appreciate her prying. That's all. Alright. Yeah, I haven't talked to my folks in a while, so... Tell me about Persock. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, sorry, I just felt like checking in with my crew members here. It's been a while. Are elders usually reborn so far from the village? Most often, they return somewhere in Nasitak, a member of another village, or they're reborn among the Glenfallen of the White that wins. Even so, it's hard to say what's usual. A mischievous grin crinkles her eyes. When my grandfather was a boy, the elder came back as a polar bear. The huntress chosen for the task had to recite half of her village's deeds while running from the beasts. Even so, there have been journeys longer than mine. Some last decades, and the huntress doesn't always return. What happens when they're found? That depends on the man or woman he's become. It's easiest when the rebirth happens in another village in Nasitak, where the tradition is understood. Even in the White that wins, and the southern islands of the Deadfire Archipelago, people understand this custom, and will welcome you politely enough, even if their souls do not remember. Sometimes you find someone whose soul has no memory of the village, and you have to tell him of people who remember him still. As disheartening as this is, you hope that the reminder will aid his soul in future life. How'd you get picked? Another old village tradition, the elders watch the caribou migrations and cast seal bones to determine the right time for this journey. Oh. When the omens were determined, all the village wives drew shark teeth. We're the ones that go away to hunt and fish, so we're the best suited for a task like this. Anyway, I grabbed the little tooth. Traveling so far is a rare privilege for us, but as you can see, the journey can be unpredictable. Tell me about your homeland. Oh no! Nasitak, she rubs her nose with one broad finger. It's a big island in the middle of the Deadfire Archipelago, just off the coast of the White that wins. Tundra mostly, with a few snow-covered forests in the warmer parts. Hi, Cat. Most of us live in fairly small villages, by standards here anyway, minus Musak. What's it like? Who's Nasitak? Cold. Okay. Community is important to us. We survive or perish together, so everything we do every week, long hunt, every wall we build is for the village. Who lives there? Mostly Enutenek, geez, like me, people here call us boreal dwarves. Migratory clans of Glenfallen from the White that wins sometimes spend their colder seasons on Nasitak, but we don't see too many other foreigners who can tolerate the elements. She pats a weather-bronzed arm. Those of us born in Nasitak like to say we have a hardy layer of sealskin just beneath our flesh. Tell me about your village. We're a tundra village. To an outsider's eye, we're probably not much different from the others around us, but our elders have stories that go back hundreds of years. Epic hunts, battles with neighboring villages, sojourns across the sea. We share those stories too. That's all. Let's move on. Okay.
Hey.
Well, I checked in with those two. That's fine for now. It's gonna kill me if I don't explore here. Because look at all these skeletons and stuff. There's definitely an ogre in here. Oh, man. Yep, I only had to walk a little bit further. I definitely would have found this ogre. Because holy shit, those are skulls and skeletons and shit. Need only walk a little further. Nice cave you got there.
I'll take a look.
I knew it. We got a ring of deflection. Awesome. Cool. Put that on.
Hey.
can't get over her name. Just Grieving Mother. That's a bold name for a character. Oh, good. Footsteps.
All right, then.
Find the ogre's lair somewhere in the wilderness outside of the village. Search the cave. Let's see here.
Your thoughts must flow deep.
What else we got here? We'll just do one.
Hey.
Just to say we did it. Good damage, man. Nice. 2 miss, 2 graze, 1 hit. 9 pierce. Fucking awesome. She kicks ass. Okay, okay. Pretty good, pretty good. Oh, I could be pretty close to my all-female band of adventurers here. I can almost get rid of Aloth. Cool. Good fight.
Starting to miss my neighbors. How's our experience doing? Pretty good. Doesn't take long to level up. Hey.
I have no idea if levels are like scaled. Holy shit, that's a lot of bones. Okay, let's avoid that for now.
Hey.
Most inconvenient.
Cool. Cool, cool. We're good at the damage, though. Oh, I didn't know the black hole worked on all of us. Okay. Seems to hurt us a little bit as well. Yeah, it just gives them additional effects, though. They'll just be stuck. Not a big deal. It's okay if Eater and Itumak get stuck with them. That's fine.
And what does the flame reveal?
What does the flame reveal? Nice pearl.
You're not getting through me. Hi? Kind of stuff.
Mind Lance. Yeah, she has very little health, right? So, actually, no one really has good health except for Eater. Wolfie, why don't you take care of this guy? There we go. Okay, great. That's fine. We'll just do
How may I help?
There we go. Let's take care of Aloth here. Need some help. Aloth, why don't you disengage? Why don't you get out of here? It's fine. Good job, squad. I feel good about us.
I'm starting to miss my neighbors.
So, I feel better and better at getting rid of Durance. He's the only character I don't like. I just don't like the guy. He's just too fucking weird. But we'll have to exhaust his dialogue before we get rid of him. At least complete his quests, whatever happens. Because I would like to get the Druid back in, because I like him. And I like his moves. They're almost as useful as... just having him do the iconic projection.
Hey.
I wonder if this ogre will talk to
this
us.
place through your eyes. We should take care.
Okay. I agree. Okay, he's got bears. Holy shit. He has bear friends. Korgrak. As you advance into the darkness, the ground begins to tremble. You hear plodding footfalls, growling breaths, and bone-snapping crunches. An ogre steps out of the shadows. 10 feet tall and bulging with muscle, he tears a mouthful from a hoofed, pink-fleshed limb and tosses it aside. He watches you from under the thick ridge of his brows. Too well equipped to be a villager. Bandit from the road, then, must be. He snorts and tightens his grip. I've kept to myself, killed no one but the fools, reckless enough to chase me down here. Why have you come looking for me? I'm looking for a young elven noblewoman. She's gone missing. I've done my best to avoid Kith, especially the kind that might be raised to search parties. He scratches his knuckles and eyes you. She never came here, of that I'm sure. I got more questions for you, man. Speak fast. Did you eat some guy's pigs? He rams a fist in the wall and roars. Then I should have eaten the blazing farmer. I underestimated the love these villagers have for their swine. Calm down, perhaps you could tell me something else. What are you doing in the cave? Well, I'm a fucking ogre. Hiding from your kind. He scratches a tusk, glaring at you. Kith driven from their homes by strange storms. Bandits out for blood and coin. My kind is unsafe from around Kith in the best of times. But now, tempers run hot, and ogre blood is valued among your alchemists. The only reason you'd hold up in a spider-infested cave is you really feared something out there. He smashes his club into the ground. I told you, the Kith on the road these days hunger for anything they can eat or sell. I wouldn't last a week wandering the open, not by myself. He clutches his club with both hands and draws it closer. And you seem sensible enough to understand that now that you've found me here, I can't let you leave. That's funny. You don't need to stay in this miserable cave. I'm sure a big, strong ogre like you would have no problem out in the wood. Yeah, he squeezes his club, groaning crack. Blazes, I don't need you to remind me how sorry my lot is. Oh. If this is your way of chasing me out? Aw, well, okay, I guess we're fighting the guy. I guess we'll fight bears first, huh? Okay, so we're gonna have to unleash hell on these dudes, right? Aloth, do the thing that I love. Okay, the bear's not so bad. The bear, please. You do this thing, which I love. Don't care if you have to get closer. It is what it is.
Get on.
Oh, that's a big crush, though. The 26 raw damage to the dude. Nice.
That's it.
He was also stunned for that period of time. He's currently still stunned and dazed. That's good. Fucking him up. Oh, I just want to do it. Get in there, Skellies. Human skeleton misses him. 1 slash damage. These guys are worthless. But I sort of like having them around.
Get on.
Hey.
Cool. Away, skeletons.
Ready to sleep like the dead.
You're fine. Don't complain. Well, we got his head. That's good. Got some bear hides. And some ogre blood. Very nice.
Hey.
Slow and silent.
You have any secrets in your pile of bodies and bones? Bet that thing is purple. No? Okay. If you say so. Skulls and bones from an assortment of kith and beasts live with the cavern. They've been crushed, scored, gnawed, and punctured by something with fangs as thick as an Amao's finger. That'll usually do. There we go. Well, we won. How did we get fatigue? How did that happen? Very curious. Well, we did what we had to do, man. Let's get out. Hope someone has some information about this thing. Oh, I bet I know how this opens. I know how that opens. Okay. I know. It's the big cave underneath the mill. I bet it goes all the way over there. Yes. Hey lady, found your dragon edge.
Hello.
Or egg. Dragon edge. Here's the egg. Hylia's feathered tits. Wow. She claps her hands together, wincing at the pain. How'd you manage that? I found the nest. Hope those worms didn't give you too much trouble. Let's see her. Yeah, they were fine. Amazing. Not a single crack. Yep. She hefts the egg under the back of her wagon and rummages around her shells. Here, take this. She drops a stack of coins and a parcel of ingredients in your hands. Everything you need to brew a good, strong pick-me-up. Should come in handy with the kind of scrapes you seem to get into. And come see me anytime you need potions or greetings, alright? I got a special price for friends. She winks. Nice. Sounded like you knew something about Alis Haran. Any chance you'd share it with a friend? She was so queasy she didn't even notice Turgle's odor. I wouldn't normally say nothing, but that girl was with child. Couldn't have been more than a couple months along. I tried to give her some herbs to end it, save her trouble with her old man, but she wouldn't take them.
Gods keep you.
So she was preggers with Turgle's kiddo. So she's in hiding. Anything else I can do for you? I've got some handy ointments. Okay, bye. Interesting.
Hey.
Got some new info. Yeah. Alright, we gotta talk to Trigal. Because he's a big liar. No, let's talk to the pig farmer. We got his head.
Greetings.
Hold up his head. Slaps his thigh and hoots. Blazes, that thing's even uglier than I thought. And look at the size of it. He squints. Cool. Takes the head in both arms, heedless of the stinking drizzle of blood that fouls his clothes. I've got big plans for this. Ew, you wait right here. Disappears in the house and returns with a blunderbuss. Oh, cool. I call it the Lead Splitter. Belonged to my father and served me in the Saints' War. It's old but sturdy and it packs a real punch. Should be more useful to someone like yourself these days. Pulls a pouch from his pockets. Oh, and 600 coppers. Oh, thanks. Oh, keep the money, pal. That's mighty thoughtful of you. It'll be another 6 months before any of these can breed anyway. Although... Takes one of the pigs and gives it a quick examination. This rental's still looking too small. Don't expect to get any good litters out of it. And I'd just as soon not have it weaken the rest of my stock. Oh, we got a little pig. We got a piglet. Yay! We got a little piglet now. Oh my god. I mean, we already have a cosmic pig, but fucking piglet, though. Let's check him out.
Hey.
Oh, look at him. There he is. Is that our dude? Look at him. That's great. I like the cosmic pig. A little bit too much, though. He's kind of cool. Yeah, get him,
hey.
Cosmic pig. What else did we get? We also got a gun. I do like the gun. Lead Splitter. Harried by persistent thieves, the merchant Baradin had this hefty blunderbuss forged as a means of protecting his wares. The gun proved as indiscriminately lethal as the dwarf's temper, firing a destructive hail of iron that made short and messy work of anyone who dared creep up on his wagons during the night. Baradin was very pleased with the weapon's performance, as were the brigands who eventually robbed him of it. Yeah. It's slow, 6 projectiles. That's weird. Well, I guess now you have a gun too. Welcome to the Gun Club. You now have the gun.
Hey.
Everyone loves the gun. Alright, let's go talk to the Millman. Actually, I don't think this is the right spot. I may have wandered into the wrong area. Oh, I didn't. I'm good. Hey, pal. Tell me about the ogre. He's hardly talked about anything else since those pigs went missing. The whole town's been worried about that monster. People are starting to see shapes in their windows at night, hearing its growl and the snoring of their mates. It would put a lot of minds at ease if someone got rid of it. I did. Korkrak swore he'd never seen it, and he did seem like a straight shooter. The ogre? That thing has a name? I don't know what's funnier, that you took the monster at its word or that you came back to tell me about this. Either way, I've heard enough. Oh, he's attacking me. Why? Trigal attacked me when he realized I'd learned too much. Of course, I still don't know exactly what he was hiding. Okay, okay, this guy's just itching to fucking fight me. I don't really care that much, though. Hey, he did iconic projection at me. Yes.
All right, then. I
All right.
kind of like your attention, don't you?
How may I help?
Hey,
I'll take a look.
Alright, I guess we're in here now.
Nice and slow.
Hey, Zeb. Hey, don't worry about it, man. Hope you're nice and fresh and clean. Final Journal of Jonas. My son, tomorrow become the effigy. Tomorrow becomes Skane's embodiment on Eora. Tomorrow my master chokes on his own whip. For months we met by secret conclave to plot our landlord's demise, all the while working the fields as if our hearts were content. Skane teaches us to plot with the mind while keeping one's face impassive, inscrutable. Fair fights are for those with armies. The quiet slave is our whetstone, our focus. In his worship, our cause finds focus, clarity, and possibility. Tomorrow my master chokes on his own whip. By the time you read this, I will be dead. I pray Skane does not abandon me for speaking of my plotting. But a son deserves to know how his father died, for I have volunteered to be the effigy. Skane will inhabit my body using this old farmer's simple flesh as a puppet of godly rage. I have been shaved and anointed. Tomorrow morning I will be your father in name only, as my manhood will be removed, my nose and ears removed, and my useless mortal eyes will be replaced with flintstones through which Skane might see the world. My son, I am sorry for the lies I have told you these past few seasons. Skane demands secrecy. Even your mother knows nothing of my furtive service to the quiet slave. Curse my name if you must, but never weep for me, for I die for the betterment of our community. To smite our lord's corruption from the face of Eora. Tomorrow my master chokes on his own whip, for tomorrow I become the effigy. Neat.
hey.
Alright, I'm just going to move forward. This guy seemed pretty upset. We killed his ass. I hope Triga is not like this elf lady's husband. He did seem pretty ready to kill me, though, which I'm not too happy about.
All right then.
But it seems Skane is somehow involved, so whatever. I'll just move forward. I'm sure we'll find some cultists down here. We usually do. Oh, beetles.
You're not getting through me.
That's not...
Laying low.
Stain and Rumple bedroll appears to have been used recently.
My mind feels sharp as steel.
Crude symbol has been painted on this canvas in streaks of something that looks like blood. Did Mel get her hooks into you and you call me Tay Tay? That's funny. I just noticed you call me Tay Tay. I'm so used to it now, Zeb.
Let's see this stubborn bastard.
Open that
It's
stubborn
done.
bastard. Great. Good find.
That's not very helpful.
You felt like it was probably Mel. She told me that. So it's fine. It's a thing. I've had worse nicknames in my life, so I'll take this one. Nice. You want to know a secret? I haven't showered yet today. I just hopped out of bed. It was like, fuck it, video games. Get on the stream. Comb your hair and get to work.
Could use some rest.
They're always complaining about sleeps. He didn't shower yesterday. Very nice.
All right then.
Why shower? Who am I trying to impress? People with noses? Those snobs? Skane Temple Fanatic. That's such a Pokemon name for an enemy.
Dead on.
Let's see. What other cool things can you do? You do some cool things.
Lovely.
Interesting. I can't see their health situation. Must be some kind of ailment that's preventing me from seeing that. I can see it now, though. That's good. So, oops. Sorry, Wolfie. Wolfie, could you step into the fight, please? Thank you. Everybody else, step up.
Mow it.
Dead on.
Dead on.
Of course. I shall be discreet.
Are you fucking kidding me? God damn it. Didn't say there was a trap. Hey, Sentry. That was easy. I guess I'll have to take a nap. Weird. Excuse me. We'll take a nap. You guys deserve the rest. I admit it.
Hey.
I'm surprised that's not locked. Cultists, guard. Hey, they're using my moves against me. I like it. Where's Itumak? Where are you, Itumak? Sagani, you need to step back. Oh, you're petrified. Not great.
Hey.
You're on 19 of Steins Gate 0? Nice. Very good. Did you like it any better? I know you were having trouble with it to start. Are you gonna do your spell or what? Just thinking about it? Anytime now. How about you? That's better. Thanks, guys. Better now that I'm okay with a sudden plotline change in 0. Nice, yeah. They're making all sorts of nutty progress in 18. Oh, sick. Cool. Yep. I did like it more after a while. It did start out slow. I liked season 1 much better though, because yeah, Okabe was kind of a whiny bitch for most of 0, which is fine. It was a good character arc for him again, but yeah, I just prefer the first season. Everybody's getting shot. Yeah, that does happen. Yeah, people straight up get murders. It's more your pace. Nice. That's funny. Okay, how are we doing here? Now what can you do for us? Eater went right down. Not great. Okay, killed a cultist. That's good. Okay, that was good. These guys are fucking us up.
Ready, Watcher. Faster and...
Fine. Talk me into it. Man, that's not great. Well, where did you come from? How did you get around us? I'm going to start this fight over. It didn't really go very well. I can't do it with Eater down. Just can't do it. I don't know why the wolf gets in the back of the line. He should not be there. He should be in the front.
Hey. Hey.
Okay, I think they got around me, but it's not the worst case scenario. How's my morning? It's fine. It's fine. So yeah, I mentioned in Taka's stream that I had to pull an all-nighter to watch Japanese wrestling. So it started at 2 a.m. and I was here in my chair at 2 a.m. And then, like, as soon as the clock turned over to 2 a.m., I was like, fuck. I can't do this. I need to sleep right now. And I did. I just fell asleep in my lounge chair. Just like, it's not even that comfortable of a chair. So, yeah, I want to go to sleep. No, it was in his chat. You were playing games with him at the time. So, yeah, it was in the stream. Yep. But yeah. So I wound up not doing that. And I missed the whole show, which is too bad. But I enjoyed the sleep anyway. And the, I can always watch the rest of it. God damn it, I hate when they get around me. Fuck. Not much I can do against that. So, why don't you mind control some peoples? Not the guard. Yeah, this guy.
Hey.
I don't think it worked. Okay, it's going pretty bad right now. Tired of you guys getting heals. Real tired of it. Kill him. Kill him dead.
Scotty.
Not what I was hoping for. You're having trouble catching what Little Fang was saying? Not to mention that was an hour late. Video games, you know? Time. It's a funny thing. I think I need to kill these cultists.
Not. Leave it to me.
Thank you. Eater, I hate when you miss. That's better.
Yes.
Are you fucking serious? I aggroed this cultist for no reason. You're almost ready to be a streamer? Nice. I hope it, hope all your dreams come true. Is there a specific thing you're gonna stream, or just Mod Hunt World, or, gonna go all variety with it?
All that. Move.
cultist too. Enough of you. Nostalgia games for friends and stuff. Good choice. Good choice. Oh, fuck. Yeah, you do something awesome now. Damn, this fight still went bad. I could probably still win it, I just don't like how it's going. It'd be easier on your PC, that's a good choice too. Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, especially if you're streaming and playing the game on the same PC. One day, I'll probably never do this, but I would like to have a streaming dedicated PC, but I don't have the space for another whole fucking computer, so probably not going to happen. Also, I don't want to pay for a whole new computer. I'd rather buy a Switch or something. Okay, this'll work. This'll work. So you do this. You take this card in mind. If you can. Depending on what it requires, you may end up doing that. Yeah. What's your monitor situation? Because I must say, I have 3 monitors and I love having it. I got my game, I got OBS, my streaming software, and I got my dashboard up on the right screen. So 2, you have 2? 2's good. Yeah, 2 will work fine. Yeah. You'll have to smash a couple things into one screen, but you'll be all set. 1 I've had for like 15 years, one of my monitors, but I wound up buying 2 for my actual computer, but it's fine. None of my monitors are the same resolution. It's pretty funny when I move windows around. Okay, so now I would have you do some cool fireball stuff. That was fun. Yep. Good choices all. Durance, why don't you step over here and do this thing? Now, I'll just have you do another one of these. Cool, yeah. Do that. Oh, wow, lots has happened. Okay, I can't even see what's going on here. Where are my enemies? Who's dead? Who's alive? I think some guards are dead. I'm not really sure.
Oh no.
Wolfie's down. That's never good. Oh, this guard's on my side. Okay, that's good.
Move.
Mind Flayer. Let's do it. These fucking guys keep curing them. It's so annoying. Stream a game in 720 and 900 CNEs. Yeah. Do another. Stop healing them, losers. Oh, this is so annoying. Okay, so new tactic. I'm gonna dive into this fucking room and kill all the cultists. They gotta go. I can't win these fights with these guys healing everybody. Once you get a job and have a schedule, I think you can manage to see what small streaming things you can do. Yeah,
Hey.
just keep it a hobby. That's my only advice, really. It's a fun thing to do at any time. Just hit go live and you'll have fun. Even if there's only 1 or 2 people about. Or nobody about, because you already love video games, so you're fine. Cultist guard. Just dive right into this room. There's a trap, too? Are you fucking kidding me? And why didn't you go first? Oh, that's not great. Okay, so now we're in fucking big trouble here. That's bad. Give Fang something else to do with me than me not very enjoyably play one game he plays on mobile. Nice. Yep, she went down real easy. I still fucking failed to see why she went in first. I don't understand how they put together the formations. It's like why did all these things happen? Let's try this.
All right then.
Can you guys be less stupid in this form?
Laying low.
Ready, Watcher. Found something.
Oh, I can't just... Motherfucker, are you serious? Put all this shit into fucking magic, and this is what happens. I'm sorry, trap disarming, and I can't disarm this stupid thing. I guess I could lure them out.
Hey.
Alright, let's bunch up in this corner. It's fine. No, it's not fine.
Ready, Watcher.
It's less than fine.
Move.
Yeah, you guys follow me out here.
Hey.
Okay, the cultists and shit are now out here, so we can take care of their own. Fuck them up. Aloth, don't die, I need you. That'll work out fine. Kill the cultists. Kill them all dead now. I hate them so. Well, they kicked the shit out of Aloth. That's never good.
Yeah.
We got one cultist down. That's excellent for us.
Leave it to me.
exploded. Perfect. Okay, we triggered the trap. That's fine. Okay, got him on our side. Eater's fine. Well, how fine are you? You petrified for another 5 fucking seconds. Holy shit. Where's Wolfie? There you are. You're petrified as well. Perfect. Now you're loose. Get it done. You beef up. Gotta kill that cultist. Alright, we did this much better.
Hey. Hey.
Varanthus! Leave it to me!
Woo! Yep, Zeb, when I first started streaming, I don't know about you, but I have a big ass backlog on Steam of like really short point and clickers and you know, walking simulators, and I had a lot of fun starting out with those just because it was fun to complete games really quickly and all that kind of thing. So
All
might
right,
be
then.
worth considering. I don't know.
Logren's fire casts light in dark places.
Okay, so we killed all these motherfuckers. Hopefully there's some good shit in here. I hate when I save and the map poops itself. Then you have Dishonor from the Sale. Good choice. Good choice. And I do know about them sales, boy. I sure do. Okay. Eater, why are you in the back of the fucking line, idiot? You drive me crazy with that shit. Great.
Hey.
Now she went down for no reason. Because she's obsessed with being up front.
Hey.
These formations are worthless. Okay, you wrote 2 journals. Interesting.
Of course.
I'm on the trail.
List of names. This creased piece of paper contains a list of names. Oh, sure. Some have been crossed off. Edith leaves window open at night. Small house on the edge of Kindle. Hergerto, visiting from Olvalia, doesn't speak Adiran, keeps himself, won't be missed. Tear-faced, lives in a small encampment on road and log home, takes solitary walks each morning at sunrise, should be most vulnerable then. Okay. Are you stealing children? What is happening? Old dungeon key. It's alright. We'll take another nap if we have to. Hey, you guys been torturing some
And
peeps?
what does the flame reveal?
I'm on the trail.
Perfect. Okay, alright. Where to next? There's gonna be more guys. Another member of the team? Yeah, we have, yeah, we just got her. Her name is Grieving Mother. How about that? Can't get over that shit. She's a cipher, which means she's a mind terrorist. And she has some cool moves. And she had a pretty damn interesting intro as well. But yeah, now we have, I think, 3 party members that are just on the shelf right now that we're not using. Yeah, she's pretty cool. She's pretty cool. Okay, we got a cultist and a mind flayer, or whatever. Wow, why is she getting wrecked so badly? She's not even up front. Like this move, never stop doing this move. Explosions. Do another one. Took down Sagani again. Is he getting healed? He fucking is. God, I hate these guys so much. It sucks the most because I can't heal myself. I have no way of doing it. It's pure bananas. He's down. Gotta do this fight better. Because I don't want to play these games with can't think of the word. Battles of attrition is what I'm going for. Because I basically lose because I'm the only one that's going to move on from the fight, but I have to live with all the little ailments I get from it. So, yeah. Bad times.
I'm here.
Get in there, Wolfie. Okay, kill the cultist. Kill that fucking cultist dead now. Don't make a big song and dance out of it, just get it done.
Dead on.
How did... This fucking asshole got us spun around so bad with his shitty hitbox. Ugh. Why are you running away, idiot? What the fuck is happening? Ugh, Jesus Christ. I don't understand what happened. I did not direct him to go that way. You're hungry? Yeah, I'm probably going to end the stream soon for the same reason. I have something in the fridge that I want to get to.
Of course.
I'm on the trail.
Okay, I wish my guys would stop being fucking morons.
I'm here.
I have an idea. I just want to use these. It's time. It's time.
Right.
Well, never mind. What is that attack? It's insanity. And why do they hate Sagani so much? Nice. Yep, gotta take out the Mindbreaker. What the fuck? Why do they hate her so much? Um... Kill him. He deserves our hatred most. Okay, now him. Either just deal with this guy, alright? Wolfie went down too? What the hell? You suck, guys. Alright. We won the fight. Okay. Scotty went down again, unfortunately, but that's fine.
Of course.
You guys love torture, eh? Nice. Good get.
Hey.
I want to make sure those items are in my inventory, though. Wherever they are. Where does a grappling hook and such go? Where does that go? I would think it would go here or something. Oh, here we go. Just want to make sure the party has it. That's all. Plenty of lockpicks. Okay. Alright, we're good. We're good.
Hey.
Let's see what this place yields. Constant quick
Keeping an eye
saves.
out.
Good job. Tea, cheese, and crackers. Awesome. I love tea. It's such a good fucking choice. Girdle of the Driving Wave. I need to buy groceries. I have none. And grants knockdown. Oh, that's great. 1 per encounter. Oh, awesome. I'm not sure who to give that to. Hi, Chop D's. How are you? Maybe Eater. Do you have a belt of any kind? Interesting. You just got this game on Steam with the second one. Seems really cool. So Chop D's, I love this game. I really, 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 really love this game. If you're into this kind of game, you're going to have a good time. I liked it after not really liking Divinity Original Sin, the first game, all that much. So yeah. Highly recommended. So he has Gaunt's Pledge. I don't even know what that fucking does. So who would I give Knockdown to? Not you. I guess you, maybe, huh? Oh, you have a belt. I think you're the most likely person I have that's going to use physical attack. So I guess I'll go with you. And you can have this dumb belt. There it is. You can have the girdle. It looks nice on you.
Nice and quiet.
Okay, so we have a Sentry, Fanatic. We do have a cultist. Okay, hold on. Take care of this cultist, please. For the love of God, everybody. Everybody. Kill the cultist. Kill that cultist dead right now. Don't ever stop killing them.
Hey.
Oh no! Are you okay? That's bad. Yep, she's in big trouble. She needs to leave. Run away, lady. Yeah, get out of here. What's wrong with you? You have deep wounds. Oh, yeah, that'll do. What?
Hey. Varanthus!
Are you pushing it, or is there a natural pause at each combat step? This is a not live. This is a real-time action, real-time RPG, and I am actively pausing the game. Works a little bit like I believe Dragon Age worked that way as well. Velasque told me he's been kind of the pro that's been guiding me through this game a little bit. That at the higher difficulties, I'm on normal. At the higher difficulties, you're essentially pausing all the time. You're never not paused. But yeah. It gives you time to use your abilities, and you have lots and lots of abilities to choose from. Yeah. So every one of these characters has a different ability set, with the exception of these two, because they're both priests. And they are... just the amount of things you can do is absurd, and they all have very cool animations and shit. It's ridiculous.
I shall end this.
Now he's dead. It's forgiving the spell selection, yeah. It's very it's a very kind game. You'll have a play style, and you can go at it any way you like. Yeah. There is a morality element to it. I still haven't figured out excuse me, this part of it. I get these points to my reputation. So I get a lot of benevolent because I'm doing very nice and good things. But I also get these as well. I've lied to one person. I was aggressive and kind of pushed around one poor guy, bullied him. But fuck him, he was in my way.
Alright then.
He was a nerd. Grappling hooks all over. Eventually there will be a way to travel, I assume. I quick save all the time. Highly recommend you do so as well. Because, sure enough, my team needs another nap. So, Chop D's, one thing you're going to want to know is your health,
Your thoughts
right?
must flow deep.
So you can see I have health of 79 and endurance of 79. There are practically no ways to recover hit points. Almost none.
Hey.
There's a few that can do it, but there's very, very few. So what you do is you rest in a camp. Yeah. Which is probably what I'll do soon. But there's more to it as well. If you have any questions, just let me know. But yeah, that's the probably number one takeaway that you should have. Yeah. That's the number one thing you should know before going into it. Because you're going to be fucking furious. Like, I have no potions. I have no way of fixing this. But, yeah. You're going to want to either sleep at inns or use your camps. And they'll be a little expensive at first. But eventually you'll have enough gold that it doesn't matter. In very short order, I have a shitload of gold. So, doesn't mean I can buy anything I want currently. But it means I can
Alright then.
be fine. for the most part.
My thoughts will be as silent as my feet.
Okay. We got more guys here. This looks like a big area, so I feel like there's going to be a lot of them. Run away, all of us! Nope, nope, we're all just running now. Oh, we're stuck and paralyzed. Oh, shit. Okay. Fuck. Ah, that's going to be a problem. So I'm going to have to take a nap before this fight, because Grieving Mother and the other one are going to go down real quick. Oh, congratulations on the baby, Chopties. Awesome. Congrats. That's awesome. But yeah, if that's the kind of game you're looking into, then yeah, you can easily just put this game down. Honestly, you don't even have to pause it. Just leave it here. Walk away.
All right,
just
then.
fine. Let's have a camp. Let's see. I will go. Yep.
Hey.
It's a very nice thing that they have, and it's much better than the turn-based that was Fallout. Okay, so how do I want to do this?
Hey.
Your thoughts must flow deeply indeed.
Slow and silent.
Did that do shit? Wow, that didn't do a damn thing. But hey, they did trigger it, so that's fine. You need to step back here.
Hey.
Get in. Get in. Do all the good things. Don't let him through. Any of these guys cultists? I don't think so. I think we're all set. We have a preacher. I don't know what that is. Whatever. I always forget to do this. I should do this all the time. Never not do this. Paralyzed? That's no good. Take out the preacher. Playing some Black Desert Online, some FPSs. Nice. Yeah, those are focus-heavy games, and they're addictive too. I only play Overwatch in that vein, but yeah. I can recommend like some chill platformers too. I've been playing Celeste. That's a really good game. That's a nice chill game too. Nice chill soundtrack. And it's just kind of a fun challenge to play because it's basically a puzzle game.
Hey.
Good times. Alright, Durance, you do the thing. Actually, you step here. Then you do the thing. Yeah. It won some awards? Yeah, it won, I think it won Best Indie Game, I think. It was nominated for Best Game overall. Which I think the Best Indie Game automatically gets. I'm not really sure how it works. As a person familiar with your genres, come on, I'm not that niche. I play some niche shit, but it's not that niche. Okay, He's dead. That's good. Fanatics are badasses. Why are we all paralyzed? That's not great. How long for? Look at this guy. He's just going around to everybody and stabbing them all. What a fucking asshole. What a troll you are. You're pretty mainstream. You are playing Monster Hunter World after all. Let's kill this guy so he's dead. Alright, good. He's dead.
Hey.
Let's kill this Mindbreaker now. Ichimek, I think he's dominated. No, he's frightened. He's frightened for a long time, too. Thank you for the follow, Chopties. You couldn't do it. You stopped on your second gameplay day. I'm glad Zeb and Taka and Smayhams and Star. I'm glad you all like it. Shit. Oh, shit. Chopties with a sub. Oh, my God. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. That's a big deal. Are you playing God of War? I really want to play that one, too. Yeah. Yeah, Monhunt. I'm glad you guys like it, but it's not my thing. You guys all like Monster Hunter World, but it's not for me. I kind of enjoy watching you guys play, but it doesn't look like my cup of tea. Mainly because you guys get wrecked pretty quickly. I'm like, fuck that. You guys get your shit kicked in. You like it, nice.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm finding more and more fine items. I don't know if that's because we're in further along areas or because we've leveled up. I'm not really sure what the factor is there.
Shh.
I'll take a look.
Nice gaping maw you have here. What's going on? What the hell is happening? The path ends in a precipice. The remains of a ruined bridge lie on the other side of a chasm. Inspect. Darkness below continues as far as you can see. Broken stone pillars, remnants of the missing bridge, rise from the abyss. Across the gap you think you see a long stone bridge. Wooden beams protrude from the stones on either side of the chasm. Despite their age, they look sturdy enough to hold the grappling hook and rope. Toss the rope. We did get a lot of them. Aim for the beams on the opposite side of the chasm and hurl your grappling hook across the gap. Snags one of the beams, digging into the wood as you pull. With a couple firm tugs, you determine that the connection is secure. You tie the free end of the rope to one of the beams next to you. We lost it. Okay. Shimmy across that fucking chasm. Remains taut under the weight, but you feel the tension and vibration of every movement as you shimmy across. The groans and creaks of the wooden beams echo in the abyss. Keep your progress slow and steady. Not a fan of getting your shit pushed in. I get that feeling. I've played too many high difficulty games recently to call myself a happy gamer these days because I just get embarrassed. Don't play Nioh. Don't play that game. I can recommend never playing that game. Sagani is tiring. Oh no. We reached the other side safe but exhausted. Why would she tire? Oh, she has fatigue. Alright. Are we in a new area? No, we're not. We're just kind of in the same area. Kill the cultist. The cultist must die. Only kill cultists. No matter what. Play the insect glaive. I don't know what these words mean, but they sound like fun. Okay. Die faster. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yep. God of War in hardest difficulty was cancer. You need to parry God. I kicked it back to the default difficulty. I did see someone play on normal and it looked pretty damn hard. It's not ideal for beginners or solo. Well, they should say that shit. Okay. I like when they attack Woofy.
A campfire would be good.
I'm really tired of you guys whining about how sleepy you are,
Hey.
alright? You're high-class adventurers. We've leveled our shit up. You can't just be a little sleepy and be like, oh, I'm so sleepy all the time. I get a wink of sleep. I think I have the old dungeon key. In fact, I know I do. It's about finding a weapon you're comfortable with. That's a lot. That sounds like Soulsborne's to me. That sounds like Bloodborne, which I played a lot of last night, by the way, because I have some work to do in that regard. So you would need to... Wait, who has knockdown? It's probably you, but you need to have your regular weapon equipped. Getting good comes second, right?
Yeah?
Dead on!
Rah. Thank God for the stash.
All right, then.
Yeah, I'm a god. Well, I think
Hey.
Chop D's is just a super nice person. Thank you again, buddy. But yeah, feels good. Enjoy your tender Castlevania wall meat sub badge. It's the best of times.
I'm on the trail.
Nice. That's awesome. You like a lot. Nice. You just pause during the combat phase. Yep. You can pause at any time you like. Oh, I forgot to mention the stronghold, but you'll find that out soon enough. It's pretty clear. But essentially, we have our own house. In the second game, I don't know how much you read into the second game, but you get a ship. You get a big pirate ship. But we'll see about that. Towers look interesting. I just got barracks, which are good. Increase my security. I like anything that only takes a day. Got my new courtyard pool, hooray. Chapel, shit, I should do that. I am role-playing a priest. I better do it. God damn it. I just... Sure, no problem. Thanks, Chop D's.
Hey.
Hope you're having an excellent Friday. Because it is Friday, right? God, I hope it is.
Of course.
More freaking enemies. I don't really have a good bottleneck spot, so I'm just going to have to run in here and wreck. Wow. The damage.
You're not good.
Dead on!
You're worse than days than I am? Well, my vacation has kind of ruined everything. It's kind of one day has turned into the next, you know.
Caribou milk would hit the spot.
I'll be back on target soon enough, I promise. Which sucks, because that means I'll be back to work.
Just like
Ouch!
to go down fast.
Fuck, that hurt. I forgot to look out for traps. That was a funny joke, though. Just like a Guderian to go down fast. Giggity, giggity, goo. It just means I gotta refight these guys, that's fine. Traps are my weakness. How did you know? You've been in my search history. Okay, let's save.
Keeping an eye out.
What's this, Itamak?
You fucking moron, Durance! Oh, it drives me crazy. They haven't fixed that in decades. That's been a problem in party-based RPGs for so long. Just one party member's like, deactivating that trap on it, Arya. Would be a shame if someone just stepped on that shit right now.
Alright then.
Alright,
I'm here.
Sagani, you go by yourself, please. Thank you. I can't disarm it. God damn it. Alright. Who can take this hit? Probably only Eater. Hopefully he doesn't get hurt too hurt, though. He's fine. Not a big deal. Took some endurance, but he'll get it back. He'll be fine. Hopefully it doesn't reset, though. That'll suck.
They shall see nothing while I see much.
Awesome, awesome. Traps everywhere. Okay. Fine. You win, game. I'll be careful. I'd like to get through the zone before we end the stream. I did plan on ending about now.
Of course.
Alright. Sagani. Probably won't be able to undo these ones either.
Hey.
Fine.
Ready, Watcher.
So, Eater, I hope you're taking your medicine lately.
Hey.
Barely,
like I've been tossed around in a snowstorm.
barely grazed him. Haha! There is a hitbox to the actual damage that those things do, so I was able to be pretty sneaky there. Do okay.
Ready, Watcher.
Let's not go crazy here.
Hey.
Haha, got Sagani a little bit, but that's okay. We're fine. This might be one of the biggest dungeons we've been in by a lot. Where's City Mac? God damn it, what are you doing down there?
All right then.
Slow and silent.
Can't unlock that. This seems to be a side door to the same place we already are, though. This is a back room. Oh, there's something here. Let's go get that.
Keeping an eye out.
Nice. Whoa, okay, hold on. Everybody chill. One cultist, two cultists, some guards. Kill the cultists. Fuck, I can't believe they effectively blocked me that well.
That's it.
There we go. Get in there and do the job. Great. Grieving mother, always in trouble. Thank you. Yar, yar, yar.
Some fermented caribou milk would hit the spot.
I know you're tired, Sagani. I'm sorry. I want to help you. We will have a nap, I promise. Alright, more Kickstarter people. Beloved by her family, mourned by her love, she will never be forgotten. To my love, double potassium, forever yours. What the hell? To the well-organized mind, death is but the next great adventure. AP, WBD. I don't know what that means. It was a damn worthy cause. I wonder if they wrote their own thing.
Hey.
I hope they did.
Slow and silent.
Snurf. Okay. So fortunately I have the dungeon key. Good for us. Fortunately those cultists take no hits before we go down.
Hey.
Steady does it.
All right,
Alright,
then.
let's go around. See what's in here. We'll confront some cultists and see what happens. And maybe I'll eat a sandwich because I'm so damn hungry. That sandwich will be eaten by me. It'll be delicious too. Taka dropped his 2 weeks notice today. Whoa, holy shit. I know he was talking about trying to go part-time, but alright, good for him. Yeah, I know he said he wasn't too happy with his professional position,
Hey.
so good for him. Nice. What the fuck? Purple Flames? Said in Discord earlier. Nice. Have to check in and say congrats, bro. Now he can dedicate all of his time to Monhunt. As you approach the blood pool, the viscous liquid churns and bubbles. You feel essence rising in the surface, reaching out to you, whispering. He was also drinking a bit in the cold on the way home when he said the part-time thing. Okay, that makes more sense. But, well, anyway. I am glad for him. Someone should clean that up. Thanks, Eater. Some strange power seems to be animating the blood. I'm going to hazard a guess and say that whatever it is, isn't benevolent. Place of death. We should not linger here. They all have something to say. A bubbling cauldron of Skane's hateful seed. He may be sniveling and cowardly in his ways, but he has never lacked for focus. Sagani peers at the bubbling pool. This is the work of something foul. We should keep moving. Let's extend our soul to the blood pool. The faint whispers resolve into a cacophony of voices. You imagine yourself surrounded by 100 men and women. Their naked flesh is scourged and bloody, or skinned and covered with flies. Their eyes are missing, replaced by glittering black stones. The voices cry out in unison. What's this? Another soul come to rage and burn, or merely to watch? You may be long time in waiting. Our work today is already finished. You were all sacrificed to Skane, weren't you? A woman's voice replies, we were sacrificed to the whims and hungers of the rich and powerful, but what we gave here, that was our decision. They hover at your soul's edge, feeling you out. Our fury burned within us, unquenched and unfed, but hate can be fashioned to a weapon by those willing to pay the price. In life we were weak, but in death we made a choice. Choice carries power. What kind of power? If you must ask, then you've never had need of revenge. I need revenge. They probe in the boundaries. It is a shame there's nothing in you we could use. I bet this has to do with our reputation, right here. Hold, I would know what you've done here. The pool itself begins to ripple with the sound of a dissonant chorus of perverse laughter that rakes at your ears. The lapping blood stirs a large metal cage, half submerged in the center of the pool, and it creaks loudly as it rocks back and forth on a rusted pulley, as if to answer in your question. Wait. Time for questions is over, Watcher. Blood pool is still. Well, I would have learned more about all that. Can I talk to the pool again? Hi, pool. Still and quiet now. Okay. That's kind of fucked up. Well, I never did find the girl, though. The elven girl.
Margaren's fire casts light in dark places.
Always something new.
Guys! Oh, thank God. They almost walked over the trap like fucking idiots again. They gotta put in some AI that says don't walk in a trap if someone's deactivating that shit.
Nice and slow.
Come on, lads. Cryptmaster key. Oh, sick. We got this journal a million times over. Don't need it again. Yeah, we read that before. It's good stuff. I like Skate. He's a cool god.
And what does the flame reveal?
Let's go this way first. Yeah, he says. That is a hell of a power rail. Yeah, we've heard mention of the Pillars of Eternity, but we've yet to lay eyes on too many pillars. Oops.
Feels like I've been tossed around in a snowstorm.
Okay, I guess this thing isn't trapped for whatever reason. Or there's nothing inside. Where am I going?
They shall see nothing while I see much.
And not my fave. These traps, though. Between this and Dishonored, I'm doing a lot of quick saving and quick loading.
Of course.
It's a bit embarrassing at this point. Alright, Sagani, you step in.
Ready, Watcher.
Do your thing.
Always something new.
Hey.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. The F5 key is like destroyed on my computer. I have to get a new keyboard.
All right then.
Good get. We're a good team, Sagani and Eater.
Found something.
Hey.
Clipped him.
Hey.
Ouch, that one really clipped him. 123 shock damage, holy shit.
Ready, Watcher.
Well, hopefully we don't have to stay here much longer. Okay, got some guards. Mindbreaker, that's okay.
Margaren's fire casts light in dark places.
Might as well. Eater, I hope you stay okay. Why don't you do something cool for us? Yeah, a bit of soul ignition never hurt anybody.
What?
Wow, he exploded. Grieving Mother deals 49.2 damage to Skane. Temple Fanatic. Holy fucking shit. How?
Shadow.
Are we done?
Of course.
Has battle concluded or not?
Feels like I've been tossed around in a snowstorm.
Okay.
They shall see nothing while I see much.
Final room? It can only be the final room.
Hey.
Hey, cultists. What's up? Wymond. A large bull-necked man in a hood helps a young elven woman. Uh-oh, that's our girl. Down from a glass chamber connected to a dizzying array of cables and machinery. Her skin and clothing glisten with fresh blood.
You may feel a little lightheaded for the next hour or two, but that will pass. Have a meal and get some sleep when you return to town.
Is she Skane now? Is that what happened? Oh. The girl sobs into the back of her hand. Oh, poor Alis.
The transfusion will be smoothest if you relax and rest. The implanted essence already has a hold on your mind, so fighting it will be useless. And I hope our new visitor does not complicate matters overly.
What's going on here?
Subversion. The black sheep
Oh,
cousin
word.
of justice. Or haven't you heard Lord Heron's tale of woe about a missing daughter and an impending marriage? He's sent his soldiers to scour the village while he bides his time at the Dracogen Inn. I don't expect you to understand what I'm doing. Neither the rituals of Scan nor the labors of Animancy meet with much approval in polite society. But unsightliness reminds polite society that there are limits. When no one pays attention to the excesses and debaucheries of a lord, you give them something they can't look away from.
What are you talking about?
Lord Heron's been telling everyone she's his daughter. He brought her all the way out here just to avoid anyone who might know differently.
Dude!
She's his niece.
Ew!
And she's carrying his child.
You know, there's always incest in these fucking games. It always happens. He's her own flesh and blood? That's the vilest thing I ever heard of. What I was like, hey, you know, look. Love is love, am I right? I'll kill that monster myself. That's horrible.
It is the product of a corrupt and degenerate system of nobility.
They are a bit incestuous.
This is all to ensure that some drop of his blood, some mote of his essence, cleaves to his fortune long after he's dust in the ground.
Why is she glowy?
Heron's own wife's delivered nothing but Hollowborn. Now he's got no heir, and his sister's child, Elise, is reaching the age to marry. Without progeny of his own, Heron's legacy would pass to her issue. So, he found a way to continue his own noble line by putting his child in this girl, his own niece.
So did she want revenge? Is that why she reached out to these Skane people? I guess we'll find out. You didn't have to resort to violence. Someone could have helped her.
Yet no one did. Not that innkeeper who wasn't above taking his lordship's coin. Not Heron's attendants who must have known. Not even his wife, the poor girl's aunt. Depravity like this doesn't happen, but that people allow it. This is the truth that decent folk don't want to see. Sometimes you need excess to fight men like Herend. This isn't just about Herend or the girl. It's about the corrupting influences of power and wealth. How people of privilege,
This is a side quest,
people
by the
like
way. Holy
Herend,
shit.
are so often insulated from the consequences of their actions. The charged
This was all in the
essence
basement of a
dozens
mill, by the
maltreated
way.
Slaves and underlings is already taking root in her mind. Once it's established, it'll drive her to murder her uncle, her aunt, and anyone foolish enough to get in her way.
Oh, they turned her into a murder machine.
People won't be able to look away from Herend's sins then.
Ha! Leave it to Skane to go to such lengths to avoid confrontation. How will this lord learn if he's not directly punished? Break this lord's body, bestow on him 100 red gifts. Let him know why he must suffer. Only then do you correct the
I
problem.
do not wish to destroy Nestor Herend. I wish to end his entire rotten line. His name will become a curse among strangers. The
I have
deeds
no
of his
idea where
house
this
will be
conversation is
eclipsed by his
going.
rule.
I just sort of walked
Those
into
will
this.
hear his name and shudder with pity, and any relatives who should survive him will abandon their fortunes just to rid themselves of the association. You're hot-blooded, willful, but there is no room for mercy and vengeance.
If you say so, pal. Watcher, do not let this girl and her child become fodder for revenge. Let me touch her mind. I can free her from this snare, as well as from the memories that held her captive. Okay! Wow, that's awesome! Just because we brought her along, she can do this. That's so cool. Do it! She bows her head. Thank you, Watcher. You feel her reach out, persistent yet gentle. Alis does not move, but the grieving mother trembles with exertion. I can't get over her name. It's so dope. And the air around her rings with the sound of chimes. At last she collapses, her energy spent. The strain throbs in her mind. For just a moment, her eyes close. When they open again, her expression is blank. But as she takes in the scene before her, you, Wyman, and the machinery, in the strange dark room, her confusion turns to fear. She lets out a cry.
Kill them. All of them. If she can't destroy Herend, then we can destroy his legacy with her.
Okay, hopefully they don't kill her. I'm only concerned about helping her. She's the only good person in any of this story. So, we got a preacher, a breaker, cultist. Kill the cultist. Alright, this is the last thing we need to do here, so we might as well let loose. Actually, you do this. Wolfie, you step up. Is that another cultist? It's a mindbreaker. Okay, she's stepping aside, that's fine. Did you do your spell yet? No, I don't think you did. You can do some cool things for us now. Yeah, do that shit. That's the best one. Hey, Rusty. How you doing? Good to see you again. Welcome back. Did we kill that cultist yet? No.
What?
Hey.
Fuck that. Cultist must die.
How may I?
Okay, I think he's dead. Yep, he's dead. Okay. Who else? Should get rid of this preacher situation here. You do the thing. She's really getting fucked up. What can you do for us? Nice. Nice. That's not as good as I was hoping, but whatever. Should help her out. Priest is dead. Kill the Mindbreaker. Good times. Eater's really hurt as well, but I think we'll be okay. Nice. That did a lot of damage too. Do you remember you? Yeah, you were here yesterday, watching me play Dishonored. Welcome back. From Russia. I don't, Zeb.
Feels like I've been tossed around in a snowstorm.
The young woman blinks at you and takes a few steps back. Stay away, I don't know. She shakes her head and rubs her temple. What happened? Skae-Knight cultist kidnapped you. Yeah. She looks around at the dead cultist in pools of blood, her eyes widening in fear. Boah. She winches and pitches forward, holding her head. Hylea's wings, I can hardly remember a thing. She pauses, her brow furrowing. She mutters something in a dialect of Rauatai, then Valiant. Benum, no, my name is Alis. Her fingers dance at her side, plucking in the air in 3 repeated motions. A liar, the opening notes of The False Knight. Okay, this is because she was inhabited by the souls of a shitload of peeps. Yeah, well that was pretty early in the morning too, Zeb, but yeah. You're missing the dankest streams. But yeah, I only streamed the one time in the morning. I didn't stream in the evening like I usually do. So yeah. That's what happened. That's what happened. But, like I said, my schedule is going to get more regular coming forward. No more morning streams in the weekdays. Once I go back to work next week. Or maybe I'll just go back to work and they discover they don't need me and they'll just fire my ass. Which I honestly wouldn't mind that much. Especially if they gave me a severance of like a day. I wouldn't mind. There's a reason you forgot, Alis. It's best not to remember some things. You're a young noble who was taken advantage. You're a young lady who found yourself in trouble with powerful people. I'm gonna sneeze. I'm gonna sneeze right now. I can't stop. Is it your fault, Mac? Bless me. It's alright. Just blow my snot into my cat's fur. She'll clean it eventually. I'm gonna go with this one. Your young lady found herself in trouble with powerful people. She nods. I also know I can't go back to the village, though I don't remember why. And I certainly can't stay here. You're free to go wherever you want. There's a temple on the edge of town. I'm sure the clergy will help you find someplace safe. It's literally minutes away. You should find your way to a big city, New Haomar perhaps, or even the Valiant Republic, somewhere with plenty of opportunity. I want to do that only if it provides me a chance to maybe see her again. Yeah. It sinks in slowly, but it seems to take root in the newly barren places of her mind. It's good advice. She takes a final glance at the blood-spattered chamber. I won't look back. Oh, you're pregnant, by the way. I don't know if you know that. Just FYI. We got Wyman's key. All this good stuff. Good stuff.
Slow and silent.
Thick liquid bubbles inside the tank, releasing a pungent scent. Motes of essence swirl in the mixture. I will lose to Dishonored today? Oh shit. Well, I don't even know if I'm going to play it, but I hope if I do, I don't lose. Wouldn't like. Almost fucked up a good run on this mobile games Labyrinth run. What's the game you're playing? It's not the, Sea Carrier Waifu game, is it? Unlock that shit. We got an Atuk. It's a unique dagger. Blade of Enutinic origin. It's a skinning knife. Was a gift passed from mother to daughter used to remove hides for various hardy creatures of the tundra. Cool. Well, I'll give it to you. Let's use his notebook. The looping scribbles are difficult to read, but as you flip through the pages... Yeah, the waifu game. Duke. It seems to be specifically for her. Too much grinding, yeah. It seems that way. Did look fun, and the waifus seemed nice, I guess. will be a suitable place for my experiments. There's an abundance of space, and more importantly, the locals are content to ignore it. I could probably skip several pages. She's as bored as I am. Willing volunteers. The legacy has brought many grievances to the surface, and capturing the essence is primarily a matter of timing. The ritual of effigy serves as a good template for her. Died and their essence evaporated. Next time I'll have to try a smaller concentrated reagent. Noble from Defiance Bay, results were mostly consistent across other subjects. The challenge is always applying the method to an unwilling participant, but her situation may prove an advantage. If I could bring those memories of her uncle to the forefront, it might render her essence more susceptible to the process.
I'll take a look.
Hey, it's a lever. What's the name of this game? This is called Pillars of Eternity. Yep. It's about 5 years old now. Made by the same people who made Fallout 1 and Fallout 2. Alright, let's pull a lever. Shortcut home. I love a good shortcut. Mainly play to get into it for Fang until he can play other stuff. I got you. Alright, I'm going to turn in, I guess not turn in, but I'm going to go confront this weird incest uncle over here. See what he has to say about his bullshit. Yeah, but Russus and Chop D's and Zeb, I'm probably going to end the stream pretty soon. We will end quite soonly. Three and a half hours. It's better than I usually do. So this guy's up here. Hey, did you find my... Hey, where'd he go? He's not here. Hey, where's your guy? Oh, he's upstairs. Okay. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I might be on later. We'll see. Goodbye. Alright, let's go upstairs. Hey, Lord Rapey.
What are you doing up here? Unless... Have you news of my daughter? I've got to get her out of this wretched village.
Find me hard to watch but interesting. What are you, all my ex-girlfriends? Hey-oh! Hey-oh! I love making that joke. I mean, you will see. I might, if I just happen to get a notification. See, yeah. If Twitch decides to notify you if I'm live, then maybe. I found Alice.
My daughter? Is she safe?
I let her go.
Can't be. What happened?
I know exactly. You know exactly what I discovered. I'll tell everyone what a monster you are. You know exactly what I found.
I don't know what you're referring to, but I've heard enough already.
Have you
Take
now?
This, and let's put this unpleasantness behind us.
Rumors travel fast, certainly faster than caravans. Do you really want to take that chance? Not so fast. If I'm going to forfeit the pleasure of burying a knife in your gut, I expect better compensation. I don't really like either one of these. I should just kill the guy.
Very well. Now, I really must get back on the road.
He did give us a lot of money, though. Oh, I lost reputation with Defiance Bay? But I've gained reputation with the village. Huh. Well, hold on. Let's check in on these things. Still here on Defiance Bay, so that matters. And now I'm here in the village. Oh, good. Okay. Well, I can live with that.
Hey.
I got what I needed anyway. We have a new mission. Let's see. A secret society of animancers has been traveling around the Eastern Reach, promising to restore life to lost loved ones. They perform the rituals at clandestine meetings in various cities, never staying in one place for more than a few days. Some spark of life appears to be restored to the bodies they revive. Authorities suspect the group is behind abductions, murders, vivisections, and other ghastly practices that appear to be required by their methods. To make matters worse, they're restored to life, rapidly decompose, or go mad within days of their resurrection. Alright, guess we'll send one of my boys after it. You, because that's what you do now. Okay. Alright, that is a good spot to end, I think. Alright, good times, good times. Alright guys, thanks for joining me. Thanks Chop D's for the follow and the sub. And yeah, hope you have a good time with your new baby today. And all that time, Seb, Bruce, I hope you guys have good days as well. Thanks you guys for joining me. Let's see if there's some more time. I'm really hungry. Let's see how it is going for this thing. Huxan, we love Huxan. See you on the other side, guys. Have a good rest of your day. I might be back on later, but